they absolutely disappear in the last 8 minutes of that game. Disappear. Fell apart. They got some guys that can score, nothing, and you end up losing that game in overtime. And then in the bigger picture, how good have these first two games been for game one in the West and the East? Double overtime, San Antonio and OKC. San Antonio did get a win on the road. And then how does Cleveland come back? It was like 99% they're going to win that game when you're up 22 with under 8 minutes left, 7:52 or whatever it was, and you end up losing that game. I mean, you would think you just shoot enough free throws to be able to win that game. So whoever you're blaming today, boy, that's a tough one. That is going to be a tough one to overcome. How do you bounce back? Because they just dominated, and the Knicks were ice cold on 3-point shots. Open, didn't matter. They couldn't make them. Then Jalen Brunson goes for 16 in the fourth and ends up with 38 points in the game, and he's just amazing, as I said. Anyway, we say good morning to everybody. A lot of stuff to get to. Woody, always great, man. Great being back and getting a chance with everything going on here. Marlins had a lead early on against the Braves and couldn't hold it last night, so they got the rubber match today to see what's going to happen there. End up losing that game 8-4. They got some guys on fire, though. Great story going on with shortstop and second baseman. Liam Hicks, you've got some guys really playing well. Lopez leading the league in hits, and I think his batting average, I think he's number one in batting average. One of the best stories in baseball is what he's doing. And Liam Hicks right up there, 42 RBI. I don't know if that's number one, but right there at the top of the RBI chain in baseball. And Xavier Edwards is also having a really nice start as well. So even though they didn't get the win last night, a lot of good things going on with the team right now. And still, as I said, got the game today. And then the Mets will be coming in town as well. So you got all that stuff. We got OTAs going on. We'll get you caught up on all that stuff. I got to start this morning as you're getting up early. And you're wondering what we're going to say. And Omar's going to join us. He was at practice. And of course, I'm out in California with my father spending some time here. But Woody, I got to say it because I say it every year. Please don't overreact to picks, drops, and who gets beat in practice and who's hot and who's not in the first day of OTAs. That's all I'm saying. First thing in the morning. I got to tell you, man, these guys are learning a new offense, a new defense. The game is different, brand new. It's like coming in as a freshman into college, almost like that. And some guys did make some plays. Don't get me wrong. There are some guys that had interceptions, and you're going to see it's our writers' jobs. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not podcast hating today. I understand everybody's got a job to do, and Dante Trader had an interception, and Kyle Lewis had an interception, and he's kind of the cover linebacker. He can do a lot of different things, and, hey, man, it's great. It's great to make plays. But I got to tell you, don't read into who gets beat or who drops the ball or who falls down or who made a bad throw. It's the first day of OTAs. It's the first day of OTAs. And we have never had a younger team than we have right now. Talk about a whole bunch of guys shaking hands, getting to know each other with a whole bunch of new coaches in a brand new system. So we'll get into all of it. I'm not running hiding from it. Hey, man, you still want to know what happened and how everybody looks and how Malik Willis is throwing the ball and all those things. And I do too, man. I can't wait to see him throw it. I can't wait to get back and be able to get out there for a little bit for mini camps and OTAs and get out to a practice and watch him throw a little bit. But I do also, I don't want people to respond when our writers write stuff and then your response is, I knew it, man. We took the wrong guy. Hey, man, calm down. There'll be plenty of time for that. There'll be plenty of time. The games will count, and then you can start. And even then, there's going to be some growing pains, man, early in the year. September's going to be full of growing pains for a lot of guys. seeing stuff they've never seen before that never happened in college will happen in the professional level. So anyway, I just wanted to pop that out this morning. And listen, man, I'm all for guys getting off to a great start and guys making great catches and guys on a limited amount of knowledge of the offense and defense still looking good out there and kind of dominating. It's really cool. Hey, everybody wants to get off to a good start. I get it. But this is a really, really unique situation. I'm going to call it unique, Woody. But we got a lot of young guys. We got a lot of young guys that not too long ago were all in college. And different game, completely different game. So anyway, a lot of things getting done. We'll get you caught up on that. And then I got to say this. I'm just reading about this college football stuff and had some conversations last night with some guys that are up there in their jobs and following this college football thing. And I'm trying not to say any names, but the Big Ten and SEC, it's incredible the power struggle they're both on about who's better and who's got the better conference right now and who's got the most power. And the Big Ten wants 24 playoff teams. The SEC goes, no, we need 16's enough. And then you got some of your college coaches saying, no, we'd like this number and that number. And then on top of that, they're trying to get the Congress involved. They're trying to come up with some system that works for everybody that's not looking like the Wild West that we're back in the 1800s. It's remarkable what is going on in college football. And I get a lot of this about money, and I understand. Money, being able to afford this. Everybody is now coming around that we're not just student athletes, that it's big business, and those guys are professionals because they're getting paid like professionals right now. They got a whole bunch of guys in college football making a hell of a lot more than guys did in the NFL 10 and 15 years ago right now. There's a lot of millionaires, and some of them are teenagers. So I get it. I get the whole formula has changed. The game has changed, and now they can't control it, and this thing's exploded with money and more coming. And, you know, we've seen it. We've seen it with the quarterback position at UM. And the quarterback position in a lot of schools. It just starts there and just filters throughout for great players at different positions that you have. But this thing with the Big Ten and SEC right now is hilarious. It looks like the ACC and Big 12 have kind of jumped on the Big Ten side because SEC kind of comes across as a bully and how they want to do things. And it's amazing. In the championship game, and do they need it or not? And it's going to be really interesting to see if they can figure something out. They're talking about policing themselves and not listening to the NCAA and breaking away and all this other stuff. God, I never thought it's crazy. First of all, I never thought the money would explode the way it has when this thing started a few years back. I'll never forget July it opened up, and Woody, God bless Woody in the other room, Woody told me this was going to happen. I said, I don't know, Woody. It's going to be still going to be about the best programs, which it is. It's just the best programs are spending money. But it is. But it's really about the money, too. Guys want their deals redone. It's actually a better situation than the NFL because you can be a free agent every year. Like, hey, I know I kind of agreed to come here and play, but I kind of outplayed it year one. Like whatever Malachi Tony was making in year one, coming out of American Heritage Plantation, he just had one of the greatest years we've ever seen a freshman have anywhere. You don't think that deal was ripped up and they had to take care of him like as one of the top players in college football? Most people thought clearly the best freshman in college football last year. Who'd argue? He was not only great during the regular season, he was great in the playoffs. So everybody got to see Malachi Tony. But if you're good, you can make a lot of money. How about for quarterbacks? If you're really good right now, if you're really good, I'm in no hurry to go to the pros. Don't feel bad for Arch Manning. What kind of money do you think Arch Manning's going to make? What's this, Woody, his fourth year? I think this is going to be his fourth year.
Well, I sent you this morning. I showed you that guy that LSU just signed for their basketball team who signed an NBA contract and went back and forth between that. And Now he's back because there's just no rules. It's a complete free-for-all.
Yeah.
But I wonder, Joe, like overall, if the numbers of like fans that are interested start to go down just because there's only a limited number of programs that are going to be able to compete now. Right? Like before you at least, all things being somewhat equal, right? Because there was no pay for play. And I know that guys were getting paid or whatever still, but you could sometimes you could out recruit.
Yeah.
Right. You see a smaller school would sign a guy, hey, you come in and play and all that stuff. Now it's just like, all right, I'm going to take the money. There's going to be 20 or 25 schools that compete, and the rest are just going to be completely out of it. It's like, at what point does that start to turn fans off?
Oh, I don't think it will. Because we got the game. Did you think about the money when Indiana and Miami were playing the national?
No, I know you always say that, and I know that the games with the top, the games with the top teams are good.
Do you think about money when Texas A&M and Miami were playing each other in that game? That windy little game.
The top teams are always going to be good.
Yeah.
But you have passionate fans for a lot of schools out there, and a lot of schools are not able to compete.
And to your point, and I don't disagree, Woody. I don't know how fans feel about this. I still look at it's 11-on-11 game at the end of the day, and that sounds really old school.
No one's saying the product that they put on the field, and especially in the playoff, is a bad product. No one's saying that.
No, but those guys all
no balance anymore, man. There's no you could look at it right now, Joe, and probably pick the playoff teams.
Well, honestly,
by what
Woody,
they're spending.
Hey, Woody, it's kind of been like that, even without the money. Right? Like Woody, look at some of the teams that are in this thing. Like Ohio State's good no matter what, right?
Yes.
Ohio State's had a top team. Obviously, Miami's been helped by opening up the books because I think a lot of guys have always wanted to go there, but they didn't spend any money. And coaches didn't want to go there because they couldn't make any money.
Well, you had two teams in the championship game that the only basically the reason they were there is they were willing to spend the money, right? Indiana's got a billionaire guy who was willing to foot the bill for a quarterback.
Yeah,
Mark Cuban's paying that salary or whatever.
So you know what I thought of, Woody? It's funny where you brought that up. Why do I think back to Oklahoma State playing Oregon last year, and the Oklahoma State coach said, "Wow, we spend $7 million a year on NIL," which I was blown away because at one point they had one of the wealthiest alums. I don't know what happened. What was that guy's name? Pickens or whatever his name was. And his family used to give $1 zillion. And they had a list of all the individuals who were giving a lot of money to all these schools and the Nike guy at Oregon. And Oregon, and he goes, yeah, we're getting ready to play Oregon. And they spent like $40 million. And so they went to the Oregon coach, who, by the way, he doesn't take crap from anybody. He goes, yeah, I'm proud of that. We got money. We got great people here that want us to have money and want us to win, and that's the system. And he went out and he absolutely – what was the final score? It was ugly. I watched some of that game. You had to turn it off. Oregon destroyed Oklahoma State in the name of – and it was like the head coach at Oklahoma State, who, by the way, ended up getting fired. He got fired by just about after that game. And he was kind of warning everybody. He looked and he goes, I'm in trouble when I'm paying for $7 million and spreading it out, and what Oregon and that team, which was loaded, one of the 5 or 6 best teams in the country, till they played Indiana. Didn't Indiana kick their ass, if I'm not mistaken? But Woody, I just thought of that. So and that was the first time we had a coach. That was the first time we had a coach just come out and go, I got $7 million bucks. I'm getting ready to play Oregon, who's got 40, and I don't know, the spread was bad anyway, but they got hammered.
Well, yeah, it's a dramatic difference in talent, Joe. And I think where you see it the worst is in that basketball tournament. I mean, look at the teams that they're advancing, Elite Eight, Final Four. Like, these are all the big names. Like, you don't have any Cinderellas anymore.
No.
Because there's just a massive disparity in talent.
Yes. And there's no surprises. Everybody knows from small schools that have great players, when they bring them in, they pay them a lot of money. They know who they are, and they've got this thing down pretty good. Yeah, it's I don't have any answers, folks. I'm just sitting here going, what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? We got to go to break, Woody. We've got a lot more stuff to get to. Oh, my God, what a great start for the NBA. If you've been NBA hating about the new game, Kim Bokamper, and others out there that just don't like the NBA, How do you not like what you've seen in these first two games? Double overtime. Wembanyama was fantastic, 41 and 24. Game 2 tonight. And then what happened last night at Madison Square Garden, that comeback in the fourth quarter, down 22 points. 99% chance they're going to win that game when they do that that little meter thing of with the time and whatever you're up or down in the game and your chances of winning or losing. And they come back and win that game with under 8 minutes left, down 22. Should never, ever happen. They'll be talking about that one all day. And I'm going to be talking about your South Florida Chevy dealers this morning. I want to let you know as you're driving around and maybe the weekend's coming up here, Memorial Weekend, and you're starting to think about something new. You need a new SUV. You need a new car. You got to stop by your South Florida Chevy dealers, man. We got some great deals going on. We really do. For the SUVs have never looked better, from the big boys like the Suburban and Tahoe to the midsize at Traverse or an Equinox. You can't go wrong. And then, of course, right over to the truck family. Look at, you're working hard. If you're up early this morning and you work out of that truck, that's how you make a living. Independent contractor out there working your butt off. Going to work 7 days a week till that job's done before you take time off. You need something durable. You need something strong. You can't beat a Silverado 1500, maybe a Silverado HD. It's got all the power and durability you could ever want from a truck. We make trucks. They're almost like custom made for your life, whether it's a family truck, still want to tow your toys around on the weekend, to enjoy your time with you work hard and you want to enjoy your family. We got a truck absolutely perfect for you. Stop by 14 dealerships throughout South Florida. Take a test drive. We got great deals going on. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Atlas, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Volkswagen today. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Volkswagen with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money. Because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or start shopping for your Pricito now at DoralVolkswagen.com. Present any Miami Volkswagen dealer's unexpired new vehicle advertisement for verification. Other Lithia dealerships do not qualify. The competing offer must be available for immediate purchase at the advertised price. The competitor's vehicle must be identically equipped as our in-stock vehicle used for comparison.
Traffic on WQAM is sponsored by Lexus of Kendall and Lexus of West Kendall. Your home for the best price on luxury. Now featuring the all-new Lexus TX 3-row SUV. In stock and on sale now. Call 305-KENDALL today.
Bit of traffic building this morning, traveling in Miami-Dade along Florida's Turnpike and northbound between Biscayne Drive and Coral Reef Drive out of Broward. You're looking good. No major issues. That's traffic. I'm Elia Escobar on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Time for your weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com. It is 73 degrees and a 10% chance of rain out here today, Joe.
All right. It's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Save some of that good weather, Woody. I'll be home in a few days. And
I was out the other day. I could tell you there was a huge pickleball thing going on out there.
Okay. Great.
In Cooper City. It was a big park, and just the courts were they were slammed, man. People
They're always slammed.
Fun.
No, I'm being dead serious.
Nobody
They're always
fighting and arguing about line calls and all that tennis nonsense. Just a
I
lot
never
of
hear,
people having fun.
I don't hear pickleballers complaining about I haven't heard that one yet.
No, because they don't. They're an easygoing group.
They're just happy, and the biggest problem they still don't have enough courts. They put stuff down. They get there early, and we're next up. And no, you're not. You weren't here. That's the only problems they have, man. They just don't have enough pickleball courts.
So there's this park in my neighborhood, Joe, and they have like a racquetball court in it, like a racquetball type thing.
Yeah.
And they were talking about knocking it down and build a pickleball court, but the residents are like, well, it's probably a bad idea because then everyone will just be showing up at this park. And it'll be just
Hey, man, I got to tell you, when I got here and in California, racquetball with the ceiling and full racquetball.
The indoor one, yeah.
Yeah. It was real popular. And then I came back here, and it wasn't as popular, but a lot of guys that played on my team. So we had racquetball tournaments in the offseason. That's one of the things we did to stay in shape. And some guys really good, and some guys that obviously never played. Some of the guys I think from the South didn't have a lot of racquetball courts, but California, of course, was big on it. And they just started to disappear. There used to be racquetball places, and apparently they couldn't make money or something because they started dropping like crazy. So you don't see or hear about them very much anymore. And it's a great game. It's really fun. Racquetball, I really enjoyed playing racquetball. I was big at Berkeley and even big growing up in this small town I'm from. But it kind of died out. And now this pickleball thing is friggin' it exploded. And I don't know how it's going to work professionally. I see it on TV. It doesn't do anything for me. But I got to give it credit, man. There are a lot of people playing. And one thing about them that drives me nuts, a lot of people play pickleball. It's almost like they look at your age and go, hey, are you playing pickleball? Oh, my God, you got to start playing. It's so fun. We're having so much fun. And I'm like, look, that's great. I'm glad. But no, I like playing tennis. I'm good. Well, but you ought to no. You play what you think's best for you, and I'll play tennis. And I don't tell pickleball people or whatever they call it, I don't tell them to play tennis.
Pickleballers.
Yeah, pickleballers, man. They're ballers. But
question is, do you go doubles tennis or singles pickleball? That'll be the question, I guess.
That's pretty funny. You know what, Woody? That's pretty funny. That's true.
And you're a tough partner, obviously. So
I got a group of guys that every day they go, hey, we're a couple guys short. You want to play in our doubles game? And I go, nah, I'm good. I got somebody out here I'm going to play with. Thank you.
Doubles tennis does seem rough.
if you play with guys that don't try to coach you all the time and tell you where you need to be, then it's fun. But if I got a guy that can't move anymore that's telling me that I need to do this and need to do that, I'm like, look at man, shut up. Just play with me. Just play. If I'm out of position a little bit,
is what you're saying. Like if the guy's not good enough.
No, but it's our guys are all good guys that play, but it's just you playing doubles, you want to play doubles day, we're shorthanded. If you're out here and you don't have a game, I go, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. And so yeah, I just want to get that out there. You got
all
going
right.
on the pickleball
Sorry.
thing, and you always have to do that, don't you? You know exactly.
I
what
just saw it the other day. It was so crowded over there.
No, they're crowded everywhere. I got to tell you. And you go to Naples, you ought to see it over there. It's crazy over there, too.
A lot of old people over there, right?
A lot of older people over there, no question. You can walk on the beach and you feel a little bit younger when you're over there. When I'm over there with my wife, I feel like I'm a younger old person. Hey, Woody, how good have the NBA games been in the finals to start this round, the finals in the West and East?
A lot of star power out there, man.
Oh my God!
In these series,
well,
very, very
two
fun
guys clearly better than everybody else. Brunson and Wembanyama have just been.
Yeah, I wouldn't count Shea out just yet, man. I think the Thunder will get him tonight. And
He didn't
even
play
that
very
series,
well.
I actually think the Cavs will bounce
play
back
great
and
in the
win
first
game
game.
2 in that series. But this Donovan Mitchell and James Harden thing is really bizarre, man. Like those guys can be really good, like they were in the first half of that game, or they were in Game 7.
Honestly,
against
Harden
the
has not
Pistons.
been very good. I know,
but he can still play. Like,
come on.
But like again, like in Game 7,
He
those
looks like
guys
a
showed up.
shell
They
of
played
himself.
great. Game 6 looked like they were throwing around a hot potato. Like neither of them wanted the ball. They were so
Harden turns the ball over. How many games?
That's all. I mean, he's always been.
How many games has he turned the ball over more than he has more turnovers than made field goals? And that's not a good number for a guy that's your point guard. And they're getting after him. They're forcing him. They're just. And by the way, I have never seen this. Did you catch last night? Coach Brown, after the game for the Knicks, said, yeah, we saw that matchup, and Brunson going against Harden. And we just said, just keep going to that one. I mean, they openly said.
Yeah. Well,
coaches don't usually do that. Like, Harden is really bad defensively. That's the matchup we like.
I'm not sure that's any secret. Like, he really, truly
Yeah, but
can't
usually you don't say it.
Doesn't he
Like,
look
people-
overweight to you?
Who?
James Harden, doesn't he look overweight? Like he just, I don't know, man.
Well, first of all, I think he's like
overweight.
36, 37 years old.
Doesn't mean
Second
he's
of all,
fat.
he's been a friggin' party animal his whole life. Remember he goes to Vegas on
a
his
strip
days
club
off,
guy,
and he loves his strip clubs. He's in love with a stripper.
Who doesn't?
And everybody likes it a little bit. Anyway, so he's really hard to like too. He knows everybody's down on him, and he's heard it, and he doesn't. But you look at his numbers, and they win. He didn't play great against Detroit, to be honest, in that last game, but everybody else around him did. But he has struggled. He has struggled. They made that trade, and they're here, and I don't know how you bounce back when you absolutely choke that game away.
I think they're going to win Game 2. I really do.
It would be amazing.
They played well enough. They know they played well enough, Joe. They know
New York's
they can
not
beat
going to
those
shoot
guys.
that poorly again
I
from
know.
three-point land.
I know.
They won't shoot that poorly again. For three quarters, they were at some record number of crappy three-point shooting. And anyway,
You'll find out
Wood,
real early, by the way, in Game 2 of that series, right? If the Cavs are tough, if they're cooked. Like you'll see how they respond, I think, pretty early on in that game.
Yeah.
And if they, they come out and they're ready to hold their own. Like I was listening to those guys on, the TNT show or whatever that's on ESPN now, and they were talking about how they can, still show up for Game 2 and still bounce back, win that game.
No, they can.
Definitely think it's doable.
They can, but
because I don't think the Knicks are
Brunson-
that great. Like I think the Knicks are a very good team. I think whichever team gets through is going to get waxed by the Western Conference team. But
I think Jalen Brunson, no matter how he's playing, he has that gene that he just turns it up in the fourth quarter. I think he's the best fourth quarter clutch player in the game. I really do. I've been saying this before, Woody. I mean,
good.
he just either the games I watch when they're on national TV, Brunson, and he plays below the rim. He's not a high flyer or anything like that, but he pulls up. He physical, creates his own shots, and he knocks them down, man. He knocks them down.
And it's fun to watch, too, because something about that building, when that building gets going, and
Speaking
it's
of who's
fun
who.
to watch. Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
How about that for the who's who list of
good celebrity turnout there.
they talked about some of those tickets.
Yeah, I think the average price was $1,000.
$50,000. Somebody bought 2 tickets.
Yeah,
$50,000 a piece down on the floor.
I'm guessing that
last second buy.
So much about
I'd have given those tickets up too that quickly too.
Yeah.
I had those bad boys paid for all next year.
What do you think about tonight, though? I think the key to tonight's game is you gotta be really physical with Wemby. You can't he was catching the ball, Joe, and he dunks it without even jumping. He was catching the ball right next to the rim. You got to knock the crap out of this guy and try to basically do what Minnesota did, right? And get under his skin. Isn't that the old school playoff move? You get physical with a guy, you start knocking him around a little. You can't let the guy just stand underneath and punk you every single time.
And play 3 feet above the rim. I mean,
he catches the ball down there. There's nothing you can do. So you got to get nasty with this guy. Go deep into that bench and just find someone who you could throw out there and start taking shots.
NBA's got one hell of a marketing tool, though, with that guy. Oh, my God. And I'm not saying I'm not here to debate anybody whether he's the best player in basketball or not, but my God, he is freakish, and he can shoot it from outside, knock down some downtown threes on top of it.
They're going to win some championships over there. They actually have put together a really nice team, not just him.
Get some high
Spurs
picks.
team is actually a really good
Get some
team.
high picks, Woody. Got to just get those high picks, man. Hey, we got to go to break. We got a lot more stuff to get to here this morning. Omar will join us. We didn't forget about day one of OTAs. A lot of 7-on-7 veterans and rookies, everybody all together.
And what did Omar say? He threw a 15-yard out beautifully.
Well,
I saw it in his article, in his column.
And I know our writers, they have to do this.
Well, at least he could throw a 15-yarder. That's good.
They should. And Alan Poupart did say this, hey, please, he pretty much said this, please don't overreact to interceptions, to drop balls, who got beat.
You mean like they did with that Ruben Bain 2-minute video that they put out?
Yeah, I would just say it's great, but because people respond and you see the comments underneath these articles and they go, I knew it, he can't play. First day of OTA, man. Just putting in the new offense and new defense. Calm down there, Charlie Brown. Calm down a little bit. That's all. Hey, Baptist Health South Florida. Let's talk about sports-related injuries for just a second. That's the bad news. When you get injured, it sucks. But the good news is you got Baptist Health South Florida and one of the top sports medicine programs in the country. They are good. They went out and have put together an all-star lineup of specialists and team doctors that work together to keep us all healthy, especially pros like Inter Miami, the Heat, the Panthers, and the Miami Dolphins, FIU and FAU, since we were talking college sports as well, and all the rest of us that are active. You know how this deal works. If you're competitive and still playing way too hard, sooner or later you get injured. And it sure is nice to have one of the top sports medicine programs in the country right here in our backyard. Baptist Health South Florida with great facilities like Doctors Hospital and Coral Gables, Hard Rock Stadium next to the Miami Dolphins training facility, and 595 in Pine Island in Plantation, man. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho. One goal every day. One goal. It's about getting you healthy, back out playing the sports you love the most.
Text WQAM on the Kendall's
on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
All right, welcome back, and good morning to everybody out there. Thank you, as always, for being with us, as we got a lot of stuff going on here, and never slows down. We stay busy, got a lot of events going on. Marlins at home with the Braves, trying to win the rubber match today after losing 8-4 yesterday. And then I believe, Woody, the Mets are in town next as well, and they're going to have a lot of cool things going on. So we always tell everybody, if you like to pick something up for the kids, they have great giveaways with your tickets that they do all the time. So it's always nice. And they got some guys playing great, man. I tell you what, second baseman and shortstop playing as well as anybody in baseball right now. Xavier Edwards and Otto Lopez. Otto Lopez is ridiculous. What a great story. And Liam Hicks. You can't make it up. He had 3 more hits yesterday. I think he's hitting like 346. Got more hits than anybody in baseball. And Xavier Edwards is top 10 batting average. And Liam Hicks is right there at the top of RBI. Seems like has 2 RBIs every game. So some really good stories, and those guys have been a big part of it. And they got a couple guys starting to hit a little bit better, try hopefully get a little more consistent. But the baseball's been good. I got nothing. Look, there are a few games below 500, but great article out on them too, on some of the things they're doing, some of their guiding principles and how they do things differently that other teams aren't doing, but more teams are starting to look at. And they're saying we got, get better players and get players better, and a great article about the Marlins and what they're trying to do on a limited payroll. So anyway,
sounds like a good time, Joe. If you don't mind, can we tell people what's going on?
Yeah, man.
Coming up here,
if you wanted to,
at Lone Depot Park. Yeah, we got some good stuff going on here. We got the Citrus Series, Marlins and Rays. That'll be on June 5th through the 7th. $1 hot dogs, Joe, presented by Salem's. You got 90s night presented by Coors Light. You got SpongeBob Day. You got Pride at the Park and more deals. Plus special ticket packages include exclusive merch. You can go to marlins.com/tickets. And the one that stands out for me, Joe, is this SpongeBob Day here, Sunday, June the 7th. They got a special ticket package that includes a game ticket to catch the Marlins and Rays exclusive SpongeBob tropical shirt. It is the perfect way to spend the day with your family and friends. You can get your tickets now at marlins.com/SpongeBob.
You know what's crazy?
What?
I said this yesterday. I think Tampa Bay's got the best record in the American League. And it's early, and a lot of people don't really pay attention to outside of the Yankees and the Dodgers, and you're like, yeah, they won again yesterday. They beat Baltimore 4-1, and they on that same program, that limited money. And where are they playing? I don't even know where they're playing. Are they playing in Tampa Bay? They're playing somewhere else, aren't they?
They are. They're playing. No, they're playing at
Orlando?
the Trop. They fixed the roof.
Oh, they did fix it.
Yeah, they're
okay,
back.
So they're
Trop.
back.
Yeah.
All right. So we got all that going on.
One more for you, Joe. Can I add one more to that? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
one more.
I'm talking. I'm sorry.
Well, listen to this, Joe. Everyone's always complaining about things being too expensive to go to.
Yeah.
So the Marlins got a 4 for $44, 4 tickets with hot dogs, popcorn, and drinks, $44. Or if you want to do a little date night action here, you can go 2 for $25, 2 tickets and 2 beers, $25.
Yeah, that's good.
How about that?
No,
can't even see a movie for that, Joe.
No, listen, man. They are trying to get you back, man. Trying to get you back to the park, and got time off, and the kids, their date night. Trying to get people to come out and watch it and give you a better product, and so yeah, the marketing department does a great job. They really do. They put together some nice packages at great value. Great value. Hey, Woody. Besides all that stuff, we got this other story. Speaking of the Marlins, the Messi one, and Inter Miami fans. So Sunday they're at home against Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken, Philadelphia Union, and they've got this fan thing. So I'm guessing the team is trying to work something out, like I guess they're trying to explain they don't want to lose their fan base or whatever, a couple thousand fans or how many this group makes up of the stadium. But so I've never seen anything like this, first of all. I've never seen anything like this. First of all, the fact that you got maybe the greatest player of all time in Messi. He comes here, which I never thought would happen. I really did. I thought maybe now he might come over like, all right, I'm done playing for all the big teams in Europe, and I'm coming back over here, and my wife and I like it in South Florida, and we have a place or two. But this whole thing, and soccer fans, diehard, hardcore, you'll have to understand, I don't come from the soccer world of, when I go to a game, I'm not used to, like, when I'm watching the game, like, hey, that guy better look over here and acknowledge me. I'm just not, that's not the world that I've grown up in, where you stay out and you wave to fans and stay out on the field and make sure everybody knows and acknowledge everybody. I'm just not, I've never heard of this. I'm being dead. Woody, have you heard of this before? I know some guys do and wave after the game, and they'll find their wife or they'll find some friends and they wave to them, or they'll go give a wristband to somebody or throw a jersey or a tennis shoe or a cleat or No,
but I've been pretty open and honest, Joe, from the beginning of this story that I don't. This is not my wheelhouse. Put it that
so
way.
when I heard this story, I was like, "Are you kidding? You're going to see the greatest show that this guy is playing at a really high level. You got to give him some credit for that. I did not think he was going to be this good. If somebody said, "Oh, Messi's coming for 3 or 4 years," I'm like, "Oh boy, is he even going to be out there? Is he going to be hurt all the time?" He's playing really well. So puts on a great show, and the fans feel unappreciated by not only Messi, but one of his teammates from Argentina, DePaul, and Suarez, who sometimes has got no class, can be one of the great idiots for superstars. And he was, at one point, was one of the best players in soccer when he played with Messi in Barcelona. I remember going into their Nike store. They're very impressive. One of about 20 stores they have in Barcelona. So this thing, what do they do? Like, is this the one where, like, Jose and Jorge get in their car, Moss, and go down and say, "Hey, we'd like to meet with you. Can you meet us at some place? And we want to get the word out that we, what can we do?" Or do they put Messi on a call, and in Spanish he tells everybody, "I'm sorry. This thing, I didn't realize I've offended." How do they take care of this? That this has become a story.
Pretty easy thing to fix.
The fact that it's become a story.
Yeah, but Joe, all Messi's got to do is right before the match starts, walk over, give them a wave that they're demanding, and we can move on with our lives. Right? Isn't that how this story ends? Real quick.
It's
just walk over, give the fans the wave they're looking for. This is such a ridiculous story, by the way. It's one of the weirdest stories we've ever had. It is.
Here. I totally agree.
I mean, this is like if you go on the top of like really weird stories, and like this, we just had the Tyreek Hill one, which is pretty bizarre.
Have you forget that? But have you ever seen any of our teams, good or bad? Now, listen, we've had our fans for good reason rip some of our teams, some of those Dolphin teams, and some other teams that have been really, really bad, and boo them and upset. That's common. That's common when you have bad teams. But when you got something really good, you just win 2-0. Messi plays one of the best games he's ever played, and you're upset that he didn't acknowledge you. And now I got people texting me or trying to get to me that somebody showed me last night, my daughter, that people were upset that I don't understand. And like, I don't come from that world of sport. I come from a world of sports, born and raised in them.
Well, I think you need to really sympathize with the fan a little bit more.
Is that what you think, there, Mr.
You
Sensitive?
kind of just like big timed everyone yesterday, and you sided with Messi.
I'm still
Messi's
having
the bad guy in this thing, and you sided with him. So
I'm having trouble when the guy's number one thing. Can you imagine if he was going out there and he was really bad? They'd be booing him.
Well, how would he be bad?
They'd be ripping him.
He's like
at the end of his career.
As a world-class player running around with a bunch of minor league guys. Why would he be bad?
Do you think he's going to be this good?
Yes, I did. Of course I did.
Okay. Well, I didn't realize you're so knowledgeable.
Well,
about
yeah. I
the
mean, what you
soccer
would have put
world.
Michael Jordan as, when he's 30, whatever this guy is, and put him in the Chinese Basketball Association or something, he'd probably dominate.
Now you're picking on the Chinese Basketball League.
Well, that's where all these guys go play. Like Dwight Howard and Marbury and these guys, they all play over there. You think MJ goes and plays over there and past his prime or whatever?
Can we just give Messi some credit? He's good. I get that it's not the number one league.
I don't. I'm not fascinated by him being good in that league. I don't think that this is some fascinating.
So why
thing.
do you and your son go out there, Jerky?
Because
why was it so important for you and Leon to go out? Okay,
because he likes Messi.
Why does he like Messi? Because he's really friggin' good.
Yeah, but you're changing the discussion.
I'm
you're
not
asked if I was
changing
surprised that he's that good in that league. Yeah, like of course he's going to be that good. It's not a shock.
38
I was
years
shocked
old.
they didn't win the first year with him, and they lost in that playoff series. Who did they lose? Like Atlanta or something?
All right.
I was shocked they should win every game they play. He's by far and away the best player out there.
He has been. He is the best player in the league.
But he should wave to the fans and be nice.
All right. He should just
They're paying his salary, Joe.
We're putting in a new rule in the MLS. Like, look at we're gonna have 5-minute timeouts, and Messi's gonna walk around after he scores. We're gonna take 5 minutes. You guys can go in and shower and shave, or
they actually do
go
take
grab
about
a
5
bite
minutes after each goal.
And then you can wave at every corner and point and put your hands together and do that little heart thing everybody does.
Now you got it.
And
there
make sure that your fans.
This is how you win the fans
it.
back, Joe. The people that are down on you, this is how you win them back.
Well, something happened with Messi. Why is he so salty? Something must have happened before that. There must have been a song or something was said about, I don't know. Because it wasn't just Messi. So they said some of the guys are really good on the team that do acknowledge them, but DePaul, Suarez, and Messi won't do it. Who are 3 of your best players, obviously. All right, Woody. We just can't agree on this thing. This is the weirdest thing. I just, as a sports fan in general, and I don't know for people that have followed all of them, all the sports, and no. Soccer is different than all the rest of sport.
This is going to be like we're going to watch the game just to see if he waves him in the beginning. It's like with Kobe and Shaq. Like, are they going to shake hands before the game?
Hey, Woody, they got me this weekend.
That's why people are. Well, I mean, I can't watch because I don't have the subscription. But is that why people are going to watch this match on Saturday to see if he waves to the fans?
So I called and asked. I go, hey, you. Asked my wife, we got Apple TV, right? She goes, yeah. Oh, okay. She goes, you're the one who wanted so you can see the soccer games. I go, I got to have it now because I got to see if Messi's going to.
Well, they got your two favorite things on there,
kiss
soccer and F1.
Ass. Got to kiss a little fan ass this weekend so they feel appreciated. Good God. All right. Hey, Woody, we got to go to break, man. One of the craziest things. Of all the things we talk about with fans, right? And it's usually they're upset because the product's really bad. That's usually number one, right? And you're losing and it's ugly and they're booing you but this is a different one. Like everything's good except Messi's not being nice to him during the game. All right. Hey, man, shaking my head. That's a shaking my head moment right there. Atlantic Men's Clinic's a shaking my head, feeling good. Yeah, I had low T and ED, had the combination package, and it was really hard to accept, really hard. But, low T is one thing when your energy level is really bad and you're doing stuff. You're still trying to work through it when you're tired all the time. I mean, really tired and find yourself moody and like, oh, my God, she wants to go do this and do that. But the ED stuff is the one that really got my attention. Yeah, my sex drive was gone. 100% did not exist. I was running to go to bed early to fall asleep. I got to tell you, when you get in that situation, it's bad. And Atlantic Men's Clinic, thank you. More than 2 years ago, I went to Atlantic Men's Clinic, got the PSA test done, met with their professional staff, had it all set up. They explained to me that every man, sooner or later, sometimes late 30s, early 40s to 50s, half the men in their 50s will have ED and low T. And if you're going through it right now, it's not something we go around telling everybody. I'm the only dummy that does that. But I got to tell you, if you're going through it, set up that appointment at Atlantic Men's Clinic. You're in for great results. First of all, they'll let you know what your numbers look like, and then they're going to put together a program that's perfect for you. And then the number one question I get, how long before it kicks in? And I know what you're thinking. You want your sex drive back. I got you. Me too. Didn't not long at all. Was rolling and felt great. Felt great again. Years and years, just turning back the clock. And I know you'll have the same results when you go to Atlantic Men's Clinic. 7 locations in South Florida. Serve you a brand new one in Hollywood. I go to Plantation, and I want to let you know, you got to set up that first appointment. Tell them Joe Rose said to come on in and hear what they have to say, and then decide if you want to do the program. 877-455-7300. Unbelievable results. Visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Get more information. Atlantic Men's Clinic works.
WQAM
Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection.
Roofing.com. 75 degrees and a 10% chance of rain. And Joe, we will go ahead and send it back to you.
Thank you, Woody. And boy, I'll tell you what, the NBA is off to a great start, really, with double overtime win for San Antonio over Oklahoma City in game one, with Wembanyama going for 41 points and 24 rebounds. Just his big game, and the way we look at him, I think he finished third in the MVP voting. And then the Brunson show late last night, Jalen Brunson catches fire in the fourth quarter. His team was down 93-71. The Knicks were down by 22 points with under 8 minutes left. Come back, go on an 18-1 run. Anyway, get it to overtime, score the first 9 points, end up winning 115-104 with one of the great comebacks you'll ever see, or choke jobs, whichever way you want to go. And Jalen Brunson was terrific, hit more than half the shots last night, 38 points, 16 in the fourth, as one of the clutch players, one of the best clutch players in the NBA right now. He really is. He is just something else. Wow, what a show last night. So for the NBA, good stuff going on. We'll see how long these series go. I think the Oklahoma City San Antonio one, I expect OKC to bounce back. But, boy, they got to figure out something. And what do you do with that guy, Wembanyama? What do you got to get physical with him, give up some
you knock
fouls.
the crap out of him.
Try to get him a little frustrated, get him out of his game.
Maybe he throws another elbow.
I don't think he's going to do that, man. Former Coach Pop was at the airport ready to talk to him. When he got back after that and said, hey, you can't do that, man. Guys need you. So I think he understands you can't do that, because without him, they're in big trouble. So, hey, they may not win it with them. We'll see what happens. Oklahoma City can play a lot better than they did in that game. And so, anyway, we've got a lot of stuff going on. Omar Kelly is going to join us. He was at OTAs yesterday, and we'll get the latest. But, again, the only rules I have are please don't overreact to what all your favorite writers that you like to get your Dolphin information from on guys that might have dropped a ball, somebody might have got beat, Malik makes a bad throw or misses a guy or something, or guy was in the wrong spot and took a bad angle. It's okay. It's the first day. You're putting in a brand new offense, brand new defense with a whole bunch of guys running around that don't know each other yet. So I would just say be a little bit patient. Now, they got a job to do. Somebody intercepts a pass or somebody makes a great catch or Malik does make a great throw. People want to know. And I get it. Everybody's got a job to do on this thing. But, boy, and we'll get into all the guys. You know, I get way caught. Who's hot and who's not? Who owns that right now, Woody? Who's hot and who's not? Is there one of our writers that owns that?
I don't know.
Who's not? Who's hot and who's not?
You want to bring that back?
No. Because I'd be a complete thief. I don't know who's doing it, but one of those guys likes to give you the who's hot, who's not, and who jumped off sides yesterday and the whole thing. I'll tell you one thing I'm concerned with, and I don't usually get concerned a couple months out, but Austin Jackson concerns me. He's not practicing. I think it's his toe. I've had 2 toe surgeries. They don't go away. They take forever to heal. And trying to get him back. I'm guessing that's it. That might not even be the injury. It might be something else. But, I mean, the problem has been Austin's hurt a lot. And you kind of penciled him in at right tackle so that your number 1 pick can play, Proctor can play left guard. So, anyway, we'll talk to Omar about all that stuff and see that. They got a few guys out right now. I guess nobody's worried about Achan, who must have had something done and is getting back. And everybody seems to think he'll be back and ready to go. But he also is not practicing out there right now. Besides all that, we've got all kinds of stuff going on. Marlins home against Braves today. Rubber match with them. Both teams have now got a game. Marlins had a little bit of a lead last night before Braves had a big inning late in that game, and of course won the first game 12-0. And so they have that. And then the Mets are in town for a few games as well. So we have that. We got all kinds of news in college football, and it's basically who can beat their chest the most. And the Big Ten or the SEC. This has been going on. So we're trying to figure out. The SEC wants 16-game playoff schedule. The Big Ten wants 24. It looks like the ACC and Big 12 have jumped on the Big Ten's bandwagon and said, we're with you guys. SEC is saying, we think we're the big dogs. And I think this is hilarious. SEC's going around going, we think we're the big dogs. We control things. We have a huge contract with TV. And Big Ten's going, no. You're not the big dogs. We've won in basketball and football. We're the big dogs. We have the number 1 conference. And they also have a big TV contract. So this thing is pretty funny. And, you know, they're talking about doing things their own way. I just and the Congress is getting nothing done. And I know Donald Trump put that group of people together that Nick Saban was on and the little board, and they're supposed to work together with some of the politicians to come up with a system, and everybody seems like that's not going to work out. Nobody can agree on anything and how we do it and how we get this thing under control and get some rules and regulations. And so far, nothing. Now, I happen to think it doesn't affect the games once they're played, but when you see a team that's really good, there's a chance they're spending money. That's the only thing. It's hard for me to imagine if you've got a budget and your football team is at $4 or $5 million or $6 or $7 million, and you play against somebody that's spending $25+ million a year at least, which is a lot of the big boys, you're probably not getting the best players. And if you're not getting the best players, you're probably getting kicked around when you play them head-to-head against the haves and the have-nots, with money alone being spent. And I know when they all play each other in their conferences and the small conferences play, they're fine. But when they play against the big boys, how do they play? And that's the big problem they have right now. And I don't know what the answer is. I do know Omar Kelly's going to join us when we come back. We'll get caught up here real quickly with everything. And we'll talk to Omar about day one of the OTAs, the whole team together. We got a lot to talk about, including guys trying to get new contracts and who looked good. And, of course, everybody wants to know how did Malik Willis look throwing the ball to his new receivers yesterday. All that with Omar straight ahead. But first, I want to tell you about Harvey and Gary. I love talking about them. Yeah, it's Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah, the partners of Cohn and Judah Injury Law Firm, personal injury attorney, slip and falls, automobile accidents, motorcycle accidents, anything else. Same partners who will handle your case from start to finish with more than 30 years of experience, big enough to go to trial and get you multi-million-dollar results and small enough just to call you back. 30 years of experience. There's some things I want to talk to you about when it comes to Harvey and Gary. First of all, if you're with somebody else and you feel like you're not very important and you haven't getting calls back and they don't give you an update, and when you checked with them because you saw somebody's commercial and you thought they're going to be handling your case and you find out it's a handoff case and it's somebody that has 200 or 300 cases already on their desk and they don't have time to call you back. And you're frustrated because you're injured. You want to know what's going on and nobody can call you back. You'll never have that problem. Never with Harvey and Gary. That will never happen. They believe communication and keeping you up to date on what's going on is important. And if you feel like you're in that situation right now or you know somebody going through it, call Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah. Let them take care of you. 866-FAIR-FEE. I tell everybody to go to ConanJudah.com. Read the reviews, man. I mean, read the reviews. They are passionate. They're about two guys that really care about you. They really do, man. Remember, they don't pay other lawyers to do the work. You hire them to do. That's Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah.
Casino at Dania Beach, Miami-Dade. From the Palmetto, I-75 to Northwest 25th Street, you're tapping your brakes in the area. Also slow-moving 95 Express southbound from Ives Dairy Road to Florida's Turnpike and out of Broward. Along Florida's Turnpike, you're slow from Northwest 27th Avenue to before mile marker 50. That's traffic. Amalia Escobar on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
I think he's done a really nice job. It's early. We've had one practice, right? And we've been in meeting rooms, we've been in walkthroughs, and we've been doing individual. My main focus for him right now is to learn the scheme, get to know the players, and not overdo the whole leadership thing. I mean, I think that's my job and our job right now. So he can focus on becoming the best quarterback and the best player and the best teammate he can be. Don't worry about the other stuff right now. And that's been my message to him. So he doesn't have to worry about all that. And I think that's really important as we get started.
I've got a question and a follow-up about Devon Achane. Are we going to see him out at practice today?
Yeah, he'll be out of practice.
And getting him to agree to terms, do you think that sends a message to Aaron Brewer and Jordan Brooks about their potential extensions?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that's a better question for them than it is for me, and I don't want to speculate on that. I think it sends a good message when you have a player who was here on his first contract and has produced and had success to reward that player with a second contract. And I know that's important to Sully and I.
Dolphins head coach Jeff Hafley after OTAs. It's time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale, one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com, Joe.
All right, Woody, thank you so much. And Omar Kelly joins us, playing off that question right there. And you're right, Devon Achane. Has he been injured, by the way? I know we got to be real sensitive about the injury stuff. Has he been a little nicked up? Did he have something done, or what's been going on with him?
Absolutely. He is injured. He was doing a rehab assignment. Be honest with you, he looks a little heavier than I'm used to seeing Devon. But that, supposedly he has been in the building. They claim he's been in the building, and not only Hafley has said that, but the quarterback Malik Willis said that, and so so it's an injury that he's rehabbing. We don't know exactly what is the specific injury,
right?
But remember, he missed the end of the season with a shoulder issue. So maybe he had the shoulder cleaned out. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just everybody, you got to be careful. And then I play doctor, and then people get upset that I'm trying to guess what the injury is. Hey, I got to tell you, man, Jordan Brooks, that guy's all class, man. He's still showing up, coming off a great year. How does this thing stand with Brewer and Brooks right now? Do you think in June they've been told they're going to get a deal done, or they're going to try to get a deal done, or what happens here? A middle linebacker and center, and both guys coming off really good seasons.
Absolutely. They've been told by John Eric Sullivan that we're going to try to take care of you, but, we're going to do this in order. They said Devon Achane was first in line. I'm surprised that the Devon Achane deal did get done as early as it did. He got a pretty good deal. The deal has not been signed yet, and I don't know when it's going to be signed, considering, truthfully speaking, they don't really have the cap space to dole out the extension, because they've got, I think, like $1.4 million in cap space right now, and that's after borrowing from Devon's deal. Yeah. So it might have to wait till June 1st for him to officially sign it. But, to have agreed upon terms and to have worked that out and just have to wait, that's wonderful. But with Brooks and Brewer, those are situations that, it's a little bit different than Achane, because Achane hadn't been properly compensated in his NFL career. As a third-round pick, you get your signing bonus, and then you get some minimum salaries up on this year. Brewer and Brooks, they're on their second deal. So both of them are making respectable money. The question is, are they being compensated what they should be making based on their production and talent level? And sometimes those conversations take some time, but for what people need to understand is when you're a certain level of player, certain stature of player, you don't go and play a season without more guaranteed money on future years because you can't play with the risk of injury. So that's really what it's about.
So I got to ask you,
agreeing to an amount per year for that extension.
The guy I'm a little bit worried about, and Austin Jackson is not practicing. I'm guessing again. I'm doing a doctor special, playing doctor.
Oh yes, you are.
Toe. We think it's Austin Jackson's toe.
You never know.
Yeah.
Until you get an opportunity to talk to the player, you never know. And they are very selective on who we get to talk to.
No, I get it. But man, we're really counting on him. I was.
Are you really? Because I think you can. I think you can put your first round pick at right tackle if things don't pan out the way that you want, and keep it moving and have him play the position that he wants to play. That you really drafted him to play. And then figure it out at left guard. So I'm not really worried about Austin Jackson. I like Austin Jackson as a player. He clearly restructured his contract so he could stay here. And we know the issue has been his health. So hopefully we don't have a situation where hopefully we address this now. And we don't have a situation where this is going to continue to pop up on us every couple of months. I know last year he got his foot stepped on and basically broken and in training camp and a toe. And, that's not necessarily his fault. He tried to come back.
Oh, no, injury is nobody's fault. No, I agree. I'm not blaming anybody. When guys get injured, it's going to happen. Yeah. Nobody gets injured on purpose. It's just that we're talking about these tackle positions and trying to get this thing figured out. It would just be nice to see Austin get 15, 16, 17 games in this year and see what we have. It's a contract year for him to get paid while he's still young one more time as well. All right. So let's move on to Malik Willis. I can't wait to get home to see him throw the football. What'd you think? How's it look coming out?
It looks good coming out. That's all I really watched yesterday, Joe. You know that. He throws a little sidearm, which surprises me. It's not sidearm all the time, but I would say it's probably sidearm about 70% of the time. But he threw deep passes. You know how you watch guys throw deep passes, and most quarterbacks got a little wobble to it, to the little deep pass. It goes a little shaky sometimes.
Yeah, the guy we've had. Yeah.
Stop, Joe. Quinn Ewers threw it too. Quinn Ewers threw.
Yeah, no, we've had a lot of guys. We had a lot of guys back there throw a little wobbly. Go ahead, but I'll let you finish. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, you mean to take a shot at Tua, guys?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't even bring him up.
Oh, okay. No, you brought him up. You brought him up. You said it. You said his name.
So how's Malik Willis's passes look down there? Go ahead.
The projection, no wobble. Threw a 15-yard out. Got there on a rope. He throws those big boy passes. We really didn't get a chance to see his athleticism because this is really just 7-on-7s in pajamas. So he's not scrambling around and doing all that kind of wild stuff. But I think this is the important part where we learn or he masters being a pocket passer. There were a lot of check down passes, a lot of passes to tight ends, but that was just the nature of the day. And it wasn't just him. So, and honestly, this is the second week. It's going to take a minute for an offensive installation to take hold. And I'm thinking probably week 5, week 6 of the season before you start to see them humming. But yesterday showed me there's a long road ahead for this team.
Well, I think we all know there's going to be a lot of growing pains between now and even into September, as I said early this morning. But I want to ask you about a couple guys. Caleb Douglas, 3rd round pick, big receiver.
Yes.
How's he looked out there running around? What do you see?
I was impressed with what I saw movement wise in rookie camp. Didn't even notice him yesterday. Only time I noticed him was when he did bobble the pass from Malik Willis that the safety Dante Trader Jr. picked off. That was probably one of the better plays, along with Kyle Lewis's interception that he took back for pick six. And that's the only time I even noticed him. I didn't notice him at all. And a lot of that is the rookies, with the exception of exception of Caden Proctor, are pretty much relegated to second and back end of the roster. I can't tell you those things because I get myself in trouble. I get it and pow. But yeah, the rookies are being treated like rookies, and they're not thrown into the mix of, I always love that when you put a rookie on his level and you start to see whether or not they start to shine on that level. And then when they shine on that level, you move them up. I never liked the whole, let me just throw Jonah in there to the starting lineup and, he's going to get it together, because Jonah never earned a starting spot.
Okay, but you know how this thing works. The higher draft picks, you throw them in, especially if you're. I don't have a problem with that. I want my top guys, like yesterday. Chris Johnson, go line up at cornerback position. It's your position. I just disagree with you on that. My top guys on the team that has not very much talent is my young draft picks are. They made it clear the first 3 rounds are going to be very important, and we expect more out of them. Line them up, man. Put them out there.
That is.
You don't
true.
like that, though. I know you don't like.
I know. We've always had this argument and disagreement on draft picks and how you draft guys, and you should throw them in there and do they're drafted that high for a reason. Blah 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 blah. Earn it. Do if you're that good, you should be shining against the 2s and the 3s, and then when you shine against the 2s and the 3s, you should get called up to the 1s. I hate when young players get thrown into the deep end and then they drown. And then when they drown and you got nothing, you can't put them down to the 2s, and you can't, you just got Jonas Avenai all season. You just out there with somebody drowning all season. You got to put like double life jackets on them.
Yeah, no, I get you. You hope you get guys that get better, that when they fall down, they get back up and they get better. Mentally tough guys that get better. That's the only reason. But this thing is, hey man, this thing has got the talent on this team is going to be development of those young guys. That's going to be the upside. Yeah, it's not going to be your free agents that you got, veteran free agents. You got a pretty good idea what you got there. I'm not saying they can't play.
Talent on the team is going to be the development of everybody on the roster, because from quarterback to running, I think the only person you don't have to worry about the development is Jordan Brooks, Zach Sealer, and Devon Achane. Everybody else, they got to develop because they've done nothing. Patrick Paul still has to develop. Aaron Brewer still has to develop. Let's not act like last year wasn't a come up year for Aaron Brewer. It was. So I think this, unless they start adding veterans to the team, which I doubt they're going to do.
That's not going to happen, no. They're not bringing in 35-year-old guys that have 1 year left, or 32-year-old guys.
Come on, Joe.
I exaggerate a little bit.
28. Like, I can honestly say, and I feel like I want to do this challenge, I can put together a unemployed team that's probably going to be better than the Dolphins team that's on this roster. There are that many unemployed players, from Deebo Samuels to Stephon Diggs. I know they're not going to sign Stephon Diggs. To Decker, Taiwan Decker, the offensive lineman. We could probably go find us some edge setters, some pass rushers, some defensive tackles. I put Chris Wilson.
You also know our situation. Before you do this make-believe world stuff, you know the situation we're in. So that's not going to happen. Those guys want to make some money, and they want to go. I'm guessing they want to go to a better situation.
Absolutely.
And so that's just not. That's not going to happen.
With Douglas. Yeah, I'm just saying. There's. Okay. Tell me how adding Rasul Douglas to this team is going to hurt this team. It's not, but I get it. What we're selling is we're selling the future, young players, hope, promise, development. Okay, and that's cool and great, but it's going to look a little rough, especially early.
What do you think was going to? Of course, that you're right. Yeah, September could be, if you go with this group. Yeah, it's gonna be a slow ride. I totally agree. I don't disagree with you. But I will say that the biggest upside is going to be your high draft picks. It's going to be the upside of, by the end of the year, you're going to be looking at your young guys that you drafted, and we'll be talking about them or we won't be talking about them. And by the way, maybe a couple guys from last year's draft. Kenneth Grant. Yes. Everybody's talking about Kenneth, about ready to make that big jump.
No, he ain't.
Defensive tackle.
No, he ain't.
You don't think so?
No.
You're a little down on this.
Yeah, everybody, they tell you that Kenneth Grant's body is better. It ain't better.
What'd you do? Have him take his shirt off in front of you?
Man, I do this for a living, Joe.
Jeez. You body checking like, hey, you look, I don't know, man. You don't look like your upper body got bigger.
I saw him at the Dolphins Challenge, Joe. That was listen. It ain't. I'm not new to this. I know what it's supposed to look like. He looks like a nose tackle right now.
Yeah,
and that's not ideal. Jordan Phillips now, he looks great. Zeke Biggers, he looks great. Kenneth Grant, not so much.
What are you saying? He looks heavy?
Of course, he looks heavy. Come on, Joe.
Well, I got news for you. If he's heavy coming in year 2, that for a guy really hasn't done that much, that was our number 1 pick a year ago, and you decide to come in heavy with the new coaching staff, man, that, you know what that tells me? Yeah, it's not a good sign. Right next to being late is coming in heavy.
Tells me like you like to eat. So he's got.
I hope that's not the case, man. I hope he didn't come in like way overweight.
I don't think he's way overweight. I don't think he's. In an ideal world, he's less than 335, and he's not less than 335 right now. I know they want to hype him up and say all the nice things, and but sometimes the light bulb doesn't come on with these guys.
Well, they need him.
Year 2.
They need him. They really need that number 1 pick from last year to step up and push some guys around this year and be really active. That's all.
I'm still on the why is Christian Wilkins not? Why are you not trying to bring Christian Wilkins home? I know it should be an option on the table. Reunite Salt and Pepper.
Do you know if he's healthy? First of all,
he's got to be healthy at this point.
I know, but you got to do your homework before you just decide to throw out a former first round pick.
His agent said he's healthy and he's going to explore his options. And Christian's probably going to sign closer to camp. I don't know what is going on, Christian. But why not come back to the place where you had a stellar, sparkly, clean reputation?
So you want to come back and play for the minimum?
No. We got more money than the minimum. Stop acting like we can't give out more than the minimum. When we get that.
Why is it we got this young team and you're sitting there trying to bring in a whole bunch of veterans like in their late 20s?
I didn't say a whole bunch.
That's what you've been talking about.
Okay, you need. Okay, you telling me that if I sign Rasul Douglas and Christian Wilkins for $4 million apiece, that it's not going to help you be a better football team? Like
yes, you are better with both those guys because they're veteran proven guys. Yes.
Isn't that the point? Isn't that the point? Shouldn't we be trying to do that?
I think their point is that they're looking for younger guys that they can develop that can be as good as those guys might be right now, and would like to see those guys get to the level that those two are playing at right now. Not the Christian Wilkins we had, but the Christian Wilkins right now. And I'm guessing, I just say this, if they get into and this thing looks bad and they're going, holy smokes, none of these guys can play, then I think they try to grab some guys and do what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I don't want to grab guys after other teams have grabbed the actual guys. Don't grab people after the other teams have grabbed the actual guys. They need to be proactive about this. Like, okay, Juju Brents can do potentially what Rasul Douglas did last year.
He's got to stay healthy.
That guy got to stay healthy. When has he ever stayed healthy in his whole career?
Yes.
We've got a whole roster full of question marks, and that's with everybody healthy, Joe. Okay, so when injuries start to pile up,
I know, but this goes back to this whole thing that happened. This whole thing of dead money and why we're in this situation, and this is why they did it. They didn't do it to piss you off, or so you come on after one day of OTA and say we need to redo the whole friggin' team. Like you don't like all these young guys. I mean, it sounds like you want a whole bunch of old veterans.
All right, who's your leader of your wide receiver room, Joe? Since we're going to do this, who's your leader of your wide receiver room? Nobody.
Malik Washington.
Who's your leader of your tight end room? Nobody. Who's your leader of your edge rushing room? Nobody. Who's your leader of your cornerback room? Nobody. Who's your leader of your secondary room, safety room?
I don't know. We had a whole bunch of leaders that have one. We had leaders, Ryan. We haven't won any playoff games, so.
Yeah, you're right. You just throwing on the pile. We haven't won playoff games in 25, 26
Well, I'd rather
years.
do it this way. I'd rather just start it over and get the guys you want in here and not bring in the guys you want because you like and have a good relationship with them. Well,
that's
you don't.
Not what it is. I don't exactly. See, I want you to apologize.
I caught myself.
You know,
I caught myself. Well, Christian, now that he's played it with the Raiders, he got a whole new list of guys, so he's probably fine with you now. Anyway,
you probably still hate me.
Omar, I'm gonna have to let you go. I gotta be honest, man.
Right.
You seem a little down about the whole thing. Whatever you didn't see yesterday for first day of OTAs, you sound like you came away just shaking your head, like on your way home. Everybody goes, "What's wrong with Omar?" And he goes, shaking my head. Not good.
Nah, it was all right. I just,
I don't know what you expected to see for a bunch of. I literally this morning started by saying everybody's gonna have that goes out there and does this for a living is gonna have to be patient. Please don't overreact to drop balls, to weights of guys, to picks. The guy that intercepts doesn't intercept. The guy that gets beat, guy that makes a bad throw.
I knew it wasn't going to be pretty, and it was fine.
All right.
But I just question: do you have enough veteran leadership on this team? And my answer to that is no.
If you keep your center and you keep your defensive tackle that you have in Sealer, and you keep Brooks, you got pretty good core of young leaders. Those guys are really good. They were leaders last year.
I need more leaders
of the team. Okay. All right. Well, that leadership thing of like 12 guys didn't work out real well yesterday, if you want to go through that whole list. All right. Hey, Omar, I got to let you run, brother. I'm running really late. Take care.
Right.
Thanks, Omar. You are too much, man. All right. We got to take a quick break. We're so far behind Woody. I have to apologize to you. We'll be right back.
If it's going down, you know we on.
And he goes, I got some great deals going. Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing provides 100% financing and zero down. No interest, no payments for 1 year. And if you need a new roof, they do it all. Tile, shingle, metal flat, you name it, they do it. And by the way, if you just need your roof repaired and that can try to get through another year that way, they do that. They got a team that does that as well. They do it all for you. Impact Windows as low as $6 per month per window installed. Don't wait for the next storm. They do it all. Once you sign with Loctite, they do all the permits and HOA approvals. They cover all of South Florida. They're licensed and insured contractors, really ready to make it easy on you so you have a great experience. That's what they're all about. Visit LoctiteImpact.com. Again, LoctiteImpact.com or call 954-500-LOCK. They got a great staff ready to answer all your questions and get you started. Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing.
Brad Evans here to help you beat the buzz with Westwood One Sports. On this hump day, we're dashing for box score donuts. In Dodgers Padres, Shohei Ohtani meets Randy Vasquez. The former is in the NL Cy Young hunt, while the surprising latter has run together 3 quality starts in his last 4. In a contest in which runs shall be a premium, this better is living in a land down.
which Williamson Cadillac delivers. At Williamson, they're sure to have the new Cadillac you're looking for, the CT4, CT5, XT5, XT6, and the new all-electric Lyric. Get the most out of the South Florida lifestyle in a new Cadillac from your premier luxury dealership, located on US 1, just south of the Palmetto. Williamson Cadillac. Williamson is Miami.
This is the legendary WQAM FM and HD1 Miramar, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. WQAM Miami, an Odyssey sports station. The home of Joe Rose with Hollywood, Tobin and Leroy, and Hot Crowder and Solana. South Florida sports lives here.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. You always pay less than your pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com. Starting with baseball and the Marlins, who fell to the Braves 8-4. Game 3 of the 4-game series is tonight with the first pitch at 6:40 from Lone Depot Park. And the game can be heard right here on QAM. And the Hurricanes will take on Stanford in the ACC tournament. Their first pitch is at 1 from Charlotte. In the NBA, the Knicks came back from being down 22 in the fourth quarter to take game 1 from the Cavs, 115-104 in overtime. Game 2 of the Spurs and Thunder is tonight at 8:30. And in the NHL, Vegas will be in Colorado for game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. The puck drops at 8 o'clock. Time for your weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. It is just about 80 degrees now and a 10% chance of rain. The Joe Rose Show continues now.
And now, it's time for Hollywood's headlines. Without further ado, here's Hollywood.
All right, Woody, what do you have for us this morning? Man, Omar's just a complete downer. God, I don't know why he went out there yesterday. Everybody was heavy, and other guys didn't look like why. He's starting to talk about first day of OTAs, and he's worried about bringing in veterans already.
Just to give people a peek behind the scenes here, you were going on and on during the break there.
Like
all the stuff he said. I said, Joe, listen, I just spent like a couple weeks hosting with the guy. Like, you know, it is what it is.
He doesn't, and by the way, it's a whole bunch of young guys. He doesn't want the young guys to play right away. Make them earn it. Put them in the back of the roster. Like, no.
He wins, though, bro. He got you all agitated.
He got me today.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to play this, Joe. We played this to start the show this morning.
Jarvis Landry. I'm surprised he didn't want Jarvis Landry today. I'm sorry.
Just want to run this back here. Charles Barkley from last night. We'll get into some more headlines here in a minute, but here's Charles Barkley.
You know, Ernie, I take my job very seriously. I don't like to get on TV and say people choked. But that was a damn choke job.
Oh, what you're going to say?
I'm going to say it now. I'm very selective when I said it. What the cat, I don't understand.
What makes you choke and what makes you lose the game?
Okay, so they had a 20-point lead.
22,
okay. And they just stopped. They just started going, milking the clock. Like, you know, like a prevent offense.
Not only that, Chuck, I don't think the coaches from Cavaliers had great use of timeouts because, you know, me and Chuck was in this.
Scream timeout, yes.
All timeout, so, you know, they allowed.
He let the league go from 20 to 6, and never called the timeout. But my problem was, if you go back and look, when you showed those highlights in the beginning, the ball was moving. Everybody was getting wide open shot. You go back and look at the first 6 or 8 minutes of that fourth quarter, they were just going one-on-one. The shot clock was on their back every single time. And Kenny should have called timeout sooner.
Not this one.
Not Kenny. No. But that listen, like I say.
We knew you didn't mean him.
I give Brunson a lot of credit. He was fantastic. And the other guys chipped in. But that was a damn gag job right there.
Yeah. You're up 22 with 7 minutes left. You should win. You should win game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't care where you're playing. You should win that game.
Yeah.
But they got Brunson on James Harden, by the way, which was easy scoring.
James Harden is a slow human being.
Ooh, man. He just, Father Time kicked in on him.
That place, man, that garden is what a scene, man. To me, that's my favorite sports venue I've ever been
it's
to.
It's a good one, man. Madison Square Garden does not take a back seat to too many places. No. I totally agree with you.
And it's been a long time, man. It's been a long, long time since the Knicks have been relevant. And they're 3 wins away from the finals. See if they choke it away. All right, Joe. We had the I don't know if you caught this over the weekend, the Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano thing. 12.4 million global viewers is what Netflix is reporting tuned in to watch this thing, which I don't really care, but a lot of people are saying it was fixed.
Two ladies, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it was fixed, like a lot of the fights on Netflix appear to be. Well,
better be careful. One guy's got a lawyer going out, and he says he can get everybody that's saying that.
Oh, yeah? Well, Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua averaged 33 million viewers.
Bingo.
Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, 36 million viewers. That was also on Netflix. The Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing, they said had 60 million viewers. Like, I mean, come on, Joe.
I don't know.
Who's watching these things?
Not me. Well, I lied a little bit. A little bit, me.
Yeah.
A little bit.
All right.
Not completely, but a little bit, yeah.
All right, here you go. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
How they doing?
Well, it looks like they're looking at getting a prenup taken care of before the wedding here, and they're scouting out locations where they can get this done, whichever state, I guess, has the best laws for them. There's a little bit of a disparity here in the earnings of both of them, the estimated net worth. Travis is worth $90 million. She is worth $2 billion. So
can you imagine that conversation? Like,
yeah,
Travis, you're the one. There's no question you're different than the last 18 guys that I've dated, but I've made a lot of money, and I love you, but you need to sign this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. Rashee Rice. He was going to have to serve this 30 days in jail at some point here for what he did.
What's with this guy now?
He got a fast track on it.
When do you get it figured out?
Yeah, could not stay away from the weed while he's on probation here. I guess on probation, right? And he's going to jail. So he actually is in jail. He's going to be released on June 16th. So he's got 30 days there for he's this guy's a mess, man.
You can't trust him.
No.
You cannot trust him. And he's a really good player. He's a really good player, which is so frustrating.
He is good, but I'm sick of the Chiefs with this whole we have Mahomes. We'll just show up and we'll be fine. We don't need anything around.
They've added a lot of guys on that receiving core, but he's really good.
I don't know. Relying on that guy.
He came in as a rookie. He's been a good player when he plays.
Yeah. Well, Joe, here's one guy who was not a good player. Ben Simmons. Where are they now?
Yeah,
you know what Ben Simmons is up to?
No, he's still collecting checks from somebody.
Yeah, well, now he's into sport fishing. He is the owner of the South Florida Sails, which is a sport fishing team, and they won the sport fishing championship, Blue Marlin Open at Walker's Cay in the Bahamas.
I saw the picture, yeah.
Yeah, so, good for him. He stole a lot of money, and he's using it for his fishing team. He might, by the way, this might be the record for stolen money.
You're on a roll today.
No, but this guy is.
You're on a roll.
He is elite when it comes to stealing money.
Why would they give him that contract?
You're right. You're right. This is the Tua situation. I know. He didn't force him. I know.
Yeah, it is.
I know.
We'll start calling it the Tua.
Well, Ben Simmons owns it first, but
yeah. All right.
There you go. There's some headlines for you.
You are.
Someone on the text said Rice is Tyreek 2.0.
Hey, this Tyreek thing and talking about going to play here and going to play there. No, we haven't heard any updates on how that shredded knee is doing before he decides he's going to come back.
A lot of Omar texts coming in, though. A lot of Omar texts. And some Messi text from
You're the one that
Joe.
told me. You're the one that told me, by the way, you're the one that told me, hey, Omar's going to be at camp. He's really wanting to come on. I go, great. He said he can't wait to see Malik. And the next thing I know, he wants Christian Wilkins back. And he wants, why can't we get this guy and that guy? And it only costs us $4 million. And I don't want the young guys to play, make them earn it. Like,
good thing you took, a week off, Joe, because he was all over the board.
I don't know how you work with him every day.
We did the schedule release, and he's like, I hate Vegas. Doesn't like Vegas.
Who doesn't like going to Vegas?
I don't know, man. Omar. He's the only person I've ever met that was like, I don't want to go to Vegas. As a younger guy, like, I mean, he's not that young, but
I don't know.
He's young enough, though. You should enjoy Vegas.
No, man. That was like first day of OTAs, and literally we talk about, hey, man, don't read into it too much. You know, new system, same stuff the coach said. You started with the soundbite.
Well, it's the Ruben Bain
he's
thing
worried
from the
about
other day.
leadership. He's at day one of OTAs worried about leadership. Those guys don't know how to spell leadership out there yet. They don't even know if they're going to be on the teams.
Omar's going to give you a heart attack. This is the same thing that happened with the Ruben Bain video. They put out a 30-second video of him doing some drills, and they go, oh, this guy's just, he's going to tear it up. He's got a chip on his shoulder. It's like, you gathered that from that video?
And by the way, he acts like he's surprised on what they have on the roster. We are in dead cap hell. And he knows it. He's written 400 articles on it. And now all of a sudden after day one of OTAs, he's like, and then he's talking about Kenneth Grant. Is like, did he weigh him? Does he know for sure that Kenneth Grant is fat right now? I don't know, man. Good God, what a downer. All right, what else?
I'm just letting you go, man. I mean,
no, you're not.
I just can't believe like you're this riled up over. I mean, it's just because I spent a week and change with him, but you're really like you're letting him get to you, and I'm somewhat enjoying it, but
he's worried about the quarterback throwing sidearm. He even took a little like, he throws sidearm. Okay, there's been guys who've had a lot of accuracy throwing side. Not everybody throws perfectly and has the perfect Dan Marino quick release over the top. I don't know why I threw Danny in there. I apologize.
Someone brought him up earlier. They said he waved to the fans as he would leave the field. Can you confirm or deny that?
I know he wasn't
Did
waving
you wave?
to the crowd. I know he
Did you
didn't wave to the
fans?
crowd after we lose like 45-20. He didn't like wave to the crowd.
But what about when you would win?
Nobody takes losses harder than that guy used to.
So he wasn't like Ryan Tannehill?
No, he wasn't getting on social media right after the game. What a great day. We just lost by 20, but my wife and I love each other. No, he wasn't doing that.
I see an opening really to just really get.
Is there
at
anything
this
else you
morning.
want to do, Jerky?
No, that's
you
it.
really are.
I'll keep working. Like if you give me another opening, I will. I'll go in. But
what else? Go ahead. Let me hear the Messi stuff.
no. By the way, did you wave to
I
the
have
fans?
never-
What were you like as a player? Did you have any like?
Nobody's worried
respect for
about
the
me
fans?
waving. There were like 40 guys on the team better than I was.
Did you sign for people after the games? Like were you a jerk? I mean,
We all signed.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Everybody signed in the old days. The Orange Bowl days, everybody signed. Different game. We didn't have private parking lots. We parked right out with fans, and guys had chest full of cold beer and sandwiches. And
Now you want some more text? Someone said, Joe, that's the culture. This guy says, if I was on the hook for that new soccer stadium, I'd have Messi shaking the fans' hands out front. I don't know who's on the hook for that stadium. Didn't the taxpayers pay for most of it?
I think so.
I honestly don't even know. Who cares?
I don't know either.
Doesn't matter. It's there.
I don't know.
It's like,
All I
the
said-
Marlins place. Like it's there. Whatever.
All I said was, because now we got all the football fans and hockey fans going, I have to think about that. Did Kachuk wave to me last night when he scored before he left?
No. Don't group the other sports into this, by the way.
Hey, jackass, that's what I've been saying all morning. I've never heard fans go, you know what? He had a great game tonight, but he didn't wave to me over in the corner there. That's not acceptable.
It just shows how out of touch you are, though. You can call names and whatever you want because I know you're angry right now, but it just shows
you don't even count.
You're just out of touch, bro. Like it has to do with that sport. Where's the support? Where's the supporter section at Amaranth Bank Arena for these guys to wave? And by the way, they do wave when they get announced as like the star of the game. They do come out and wave, and they raise their stick to the fans.
I know that.
Okay.
I know they have the 3 stars, Jerky.
But they don't, like the Panthers don't have a supporters group, like a fan club sitting behind one of the goals. The Heat don't have that. None of the teams have that.
Everybody.
The
has
only
fan
thing that's
clubs.
comparable would be a student section, which most certainly gets acknowledged by players and coaches.
What, somebody texts you in some stuff so
No,
you could come back and go after it?
I
So
see the
now you
players
can-
after every time that the Hurricanes basketball team wins, the players go over
You know
and
what I think
celebrate
of
with their
fans?
students.
I think if fans either see a really good product and get a win and are pumped up, especially with their best players playing great, or their best players don't play well, the team stinks, and they get booed leaving at the end of the game. Now, maybe I've been around the Dolphins too long, but that's what I see.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I find you
What?
very out of touch.
I'm out of touch.
You used to be like a man of the fans, and now you're a messy guy. Like you just,
I'm not a messy guy, actually. I appreciate what he can
like,
do.
the Messi's bigger than the league, and he should be.
He is
and
bigger than the
and
league.
That's how it should be.
He is the league.
And he can treat people like crap if he wants. I don't like that take from you. I really don't.
I never said. First of all, who said he treats the fans like crap?
That's what this whole thing is about, isn't it?
Treats them like crap.
Yeah.
By the way he plays, he doesn't treat them like crap. That's what they're paying for. They're paying to see how well this guy plays. Hey, we've had guys on the Dolphins and some of our teams, and I go, that guy's a real jerk. But Kevin Brown, first guy I think of with the Marlins. Really good pitcher. What a complete jerk this guy was. And the Marlins had a few of those guys. But you know what they did? They went out and won a World Series.
Victor just texted me, said the Yankees tipped their cap to the fans. The Yankees, bro. Like they can do a message.
Tell Victor to learn the coach's name at Columbus High School, the football coach's name.
Boy, I am so happy he texted it. Guys, anyone that annoys you, I just want to jump in there as quickly as we can right now.
Am I the only one that thinks it's weird that these fans are so upset that DePaul, Suarez, and Messi
don't
acknowledge
mention
them?
the other guys. No one cares about the other guys.
Now
This is a messy situation.
It is a messy
I don't even know who the first guy
situation, right?
you mentioned. I don't even know who he is.
Well, of course not, because you're not a real sports fan. Hey, we got to go to break here, Woody. All you tried to do is get me going with Omar stuff, and then you flipped it over.
No, but
on
this
me.
this is the take I've had from the beginning. I don't understand why it's so hard for the guy to just wave. It's just very,
I agree.
very silly.
Just wave. Hey, Messi, do me a favor at the game on Saturday, Philadelphia Union at home.
Someone's
Just
upset.
Do the Moss family, do everybody a favor. Stay away from Suarez. He's a hothead, knucklehead himself. Just wave to everybody. Wave, by the way, even if you don't score, make it a point early to go over and fist pump and blow a kiss and put your hand over your heart and pat it like, I love you, man. Much love for what you've done, and sorry I've offended you.
Somebody was very upset on here. They said the owners of the soccer club paid for the stadium, so that's good.
I don't know who paid for it.
Who cares?
We're going to have everybody on every time we say something. We'll have somebody come on.
Yeah, well, they're out to correct you.
Be the first one they've had on.
Multiple people
3
now,
years.
Joe. Actually, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's the same person.
Oh.
He really wanted to make sure he got that in there.
All right, so thank you. He did us a favor. It was
Joe, the tennis players acknowledge the fans after every match. Even the stuck-up tennis players. Jeez.
They do.
Golfers, the most uptight people in sports.
Let me hear this one.
They
what?
wave to the fans on occasion. Sometimes they curse at the fans. And they hit stuff at them, but other times they do tip their cap.
All right, so great. I talked about team sports and you thought 2 individual sports. Great. Tennis and golf.
Messi is
And by
an
the way, it wasn't
individual
even your
sport.
thought. Because
Messi
you're
is an
nothing but a
individual
thief
sport.
off that social media stuff right now. You're a complete thief. All right.
You're not mad, are you?
No, I'll tell you what I am. My mental health's not good right now. I can tell you that, but that's what I want to talk to you about because May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and there's no better time to get yourself together and think about yourself and your well-being. If anxiety or depression is holding you back, I went to Dr. Barry, Recovery Unplugged, saw the staff, see what's going on over there. Recovery Unplugged mental health residential program in beautiful Fort Lauderdale. What a facility, offers private, comfortable space to heal with expert care and unique music-based approach. Got to see all the programs, all the therapy programs, amazing. The music-based approach is fantastic. You can make the first step. They accept most major insurances. Call 954-737-4508 or visit recoveryunplug.com And in the month of May, there's no better time to heal out loud than right now with Dr. Barry and Recovery Unplugged and his staff over there. If you are struggling with your mental health, no time better than right now to do something about it. Make the call, get set up, 954-737-4508, or visit recoveryunplugged.com. and I hope Jose and Jorge hear this. I hope this gets back to them. There's this perception that, like, I gave you Messi, so shut up and show up. And enjoy the product because we win a lot and he gives you a show nobody else in this league's going to give you. And I don't know, I got that yesterday from somebody I respect, and I go, I don't know that. I mean, Jose has always been really nice to me, and I have trouble, and they built this up from what they, what it's worth. Hell, it's one of the most valuable soccer franchises now in the world. I mean, it's big time when you start talking about close to $1.5 billion, excuse me, not million, $1.5 billion. And Messi's a big part of it. They did it. They were able to get him here and get something worked out with sponsors and what they're paying them and everything else. I just don't know what started this with Messi not paying attention to him. Was there something
We'd have to have someone from the fan group call in, I think, at this point. Like,
maybe somebody could tell us
grievances.
the fan side. Because listen, this is now it's a story and it's negative towards the team. And people are gonna start getting on Messi. Oh, here we go with Messi again. I saw somebody wrote that article and I don't know. And so, and the sad part of this whole thing is, again, he was really good in the last game. They won. And I guess most of the fans were happy because he acknowledged them except this one area. And I don't know how many fans.
Well, in fairness, I do want to say I don't think most fans care.
Oh, okay. Well, you haven't sound like that. You sound like everybody's turning on Messi in the world right
I think
now.
a lot of the fans, we had, who's like I think I want to say it was Michelle who was saying this the other day, but I don't want to misquote. But a lot of the people there at those games are there to see Messi. They are not there to see the rest of the product, and so they are.
That's right.
So, somewhat casual fans of the product, I guess, to put it nicely. So I think the point here is that those fans will be there after Messi goes. The other fans wearing those jerseys probably will not be.
Okay, but it's about right now. It just opened up the stadium. It's about right now, and
I can't imagine the
mom
other
and dad
fans
are
care
taking
about
little
this.
Johnny and little Susie out there because they're playing youth soccer, and they got the Messi jersey, and they want to see him. And they've been at the last few games. They've been entertained because he seems to score a lot.
The Croqueta King on here says, I think both sides are being childish with this. And yes, they are. This is it's an easily solved problem.
So now we find out just how much ego Messi has.
Walk out there before the match, wave to these people, and call it a day.
I'm guessing Messi doesn't want to hear from ownership. Like, hey, can you do us a favor and acknowledge those fans? We're getting some negative press. And
it just would be so easy to do this. That's why the story is so silly.
I don't know. Maybe before the game on this Sunday against Philadelphia, maybe before the game, they go out there and call them all together from their club and tell them, hey, we're sorry, and we understand how important you are. And
boy, 305 here, texter ripping the Familia. Clown show fans, he called them. He said they're being ridiculed everywhere around the world.
Oh, see? You didn't tell me that. You're so busy making it sound like it's me.
Well, I didn't travel around the world in the last 24 hours. I wouldn't know.
I think everybody, when you pay for those tickets, you want to see a great product. You want to see your superstar play like a superstar. You want to see him play. And you got all that the other night, and yet you have
a bizarre story.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It is weird. I tried to explain it to my buddy last night who came over.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy keeps coming over wanting to drink, by the way. And I said, dude, I'm on 3-hour time difference, and you got me staying up to watch these games, and I'm functioning on very little sleep. And my health has not been the best. And I was explaining the story to him. And he goes, this is weird. Is it a soccer thing? I go, I guess. But it all of a sudden the story caught on, Woody. A couple days ago, I wasn't sure if it was just going to kind of disappear, like two podcasters breaking up or something like that. Two podcasters can't get along and they split up, and that's on social media. But It never hits the big stuff. So,
Texas
but this
said,
one hit.
Joe,
This one got going.
Joe didn't really compare the Panthers, who partied with fans at the Elbow Room and had 2 parades, with Inter Miami, who didn't have a parade because the stars wouldn't show up. Is that true? Did they not have a parade because the fans wouldn't, or the players wouldn't show up? I don't know.
I don't know that either. I thought it was weird that you win a championship and it's like, all right, we're done for the year. Thank you. That you wouldn't have some kind of celebration somewhere. I thought it was very strange. I said that as soon as it happened. I go, oh, season's over. That's it. Yeah, we won. We won the MLS. Goodbye, everybody. Head back to your countries and your other teams and your everywhere else. Have a nice offseason. We'll see you in a few months.
I mean, there is a possibility Messi doesn't really care that much.
Can you know?
He's won a lot
First
more.
Of all,
I don't
you
know. I'm
can't
not
just
saying he
throw
dogs
on
it out
with-
there. I'm not saying he dogs
but
it.
you're throwing out without knowing for sure why they didn't have a celebration after the year.
I just read the guy's thing. I didn't even know that they didn't have one.
Yes, you did. Well, you're a dumbass if you didn't know they didn't have one. We talked about it. I know we talked about it.
Maybe I wasn't paying
Said it's kind of weird. They won, and everybody's making a big deal. You got Messi and Suarez. You got to win the whole thing, or it's a bust. And they won it all. You should win it again this year.
Grown men complaining about an athlete not waving them. Soccer fans are soft. There you go, Joe. They're
It is a little. Yeah, it is soft.
It is.
Oh, now, what side are you, Woody? Where are you today?
I am on the side of this could easily go
You're on the
away.
side of wherever nobody will rip you because you're going to go
No.
right down the middle.
No, I'll rip you if need be, but I just think you're very
No, you just
out of
wanna
touch
get me
with this.
going,
I
sir.
think you're very
How
out
am I out
touch
of
with
touch
this
and you're
story.
so in touch?
Because I think this is a very easy fix. Like, again, if they're not asking him to sign autographs after the game for
By the
all
way,
of these people.
These fans, they win because their story's out now.
I don't think anyone wins in this. It seems like a lose-lose for everyone.
Fans feel unappreciated by the players.
No, man, this both sides lose. This is not a winning situation
The
here.
players need to respect the supporters.
MLS is where you go to retire. Proof an old man is still dominating. He's not that old, but he's older.
38's pretty. 38 in any sport. Although 38, we are seeing athletes stay in unbelievable shape to still play at a high level.
Guy says it's easy. Have Messi speak to the press or reporters after the next game. What are the people that cover the team?
Yeah,
like, what do they
By
do?
the way, I feel bad for Michelle Kaufman.
That's got to be
First of all, I'm a
brutal to
big
not
fan.
have the guy talk
How
for
about
3
Michelle
years.
Kaufman, like this superstar that they hire her full time? They didn't hire her; she's been there forever. But she does this stuff, and she can't get them. And they call every day. The head of the sports department goes, "Hey, Michelle, no, 3 years in counting. We haven't heard from her."
Not a damn quote to
Jeez.
be found.
I love
weird.
you so much. I love you, Miami. Something. Give us a Levon Hernandez. I love you, Miami.
Could you imagine like, any other pro sport? Like you get beat the way that they got beat in that one match, and then they throw like the rookie up there to face the music.
You played the last 5 minutes of the game. What was it like? It was great.
It's like the Heat lose to the Wizards who are trying to tank, and they throw, the 15th guy on the bench. They throw him on the
I don't
podium.
know.
Hey, go deal with these angry media people.
It's amazing. This whole story is something.
Someone said, where would they have had the parade? They're called Inter Miami, Broward, or Dade celebration. I don't know. Who cares?
Where'd
Like,
they have
they
the
could have done it
parade?
down the county line.
Well, let me help you. out. We can. The Dolphins haven't had one in a zillion years, so let's throw them out. But
Panthers did one in Fort Lauderdale. that was
Panthers
very
did one on
successful.
A1A Beachfront Avenue, and
Heat do
Biscayne Boulevard
yeah.
was Riley and the Heat.
The Dolphins can have I-95. We'll shut it down for them. All right.
Listen, man,
They can
if
have
the
wherever they
Dolphins,
want.
God, hurry! I'm getting old, and Bo's getting old, and Jimmy's getting old, and Danny's getting old. Man, I'll tell you what, we will make sure. And if the police chief's listening, and the governor, and everybody else, if we ever win a championship, if the Dolphins ever win a championship, they're going down 95, man, right down 95. They're shutting it down. It's a day off for everybody on the whole week gets off.
Can I ask you one more question?
What?
If the Dolphins do have a parade and you're in a float, will you wave to the fans?
No. What's wrong with you,
You're gonna
man?
flip them off,
You
double
ruin every-
birds.
You ruin everything.
I just want to know if you would actually acknowledge the fans as you rode by in your float. And get you like a convertible and you'd stick your head out the top.
Yeah, like the Flintstones. Smart ass. All right. Hey, we got to go to break here. You're not very funny today, Woody. You're not. I know you're just trying to egg me on.
I'm tired. Stayed a little late watching that game last night. It was a great game.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
It was a really good
drinking
game.
Combination of tequila and
might be another late
beer.
night tonight.
Hey, let's take a second here and talk about something very important. It's getting hot in South Florida again. Here we go. And air conditioning takes a beating. Keeping that house nice and cool. And if your kids are like mine, and once you go to bed, they turn the temperature down and make it even cooler and run the bill up and run the hell out of those air conditioning units. Well, listen, we got some problems. First of all, the air conditioning industry in general is a pretty dirty business. People don't show up on time. The people that do show up don't know what they're doing. How many times have you been told you need something new only to find out you can fix the one you have? How many times has that happened? These are things that commonly happen in the air conditioning. How about you can't get a call back when you have a complaint? How about that one? All of a sudden, nobody wants to talk to you. Hey, listen, whatever the situation is, I just want to tell you about Chill Zone Air Conditioning. President Melissa De Verona, family owned and operated. She takes all the calls herself. I think it's the coolest thing. The president actually answers and takes all your calls all day, sends the crews out, make sure everybody's on time, make sure, and they have knowledge. She talks about all the experience everybody on the trucks going out has, whether it's fixing your air conditioning unit, installing a new air conditioning unit, duct cleaning, or anything else with the air conditioning. Man, Chill Zone is there to make sure you have a great experience. If you're not happy and ready to make a change, I'm telling you, you're going to have a great experience with Chill Zone Air Conditioning. Melissa's fantastic. I can't say enough about her, the way she is. She's a wonderful woman, knowledgeable woman, ready to make sure you have a great experience. 786-378-2778. Tell me you heard it right here on 104.3 WQAM. You heard Big Mouth Joe Rose talking about Chill Zone. Go to chillzoneac.com. Stay chill with Chill Zone Air Conditioning.
WQAM.
I-95 eastbound. Right as you approach that ramp to Florida's Turnpike. Also tapping those brakes this morning, traveling in Miami-Dade along the Don Shula Expressway northbound from the Turnpike to the Palmetto. That's traffic. I'm Amelia Escobar on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Oh, we just love drama, man. We love guy drama too. We love the way, the women stuff from time to time, and who guys are with and what age they are. But what we really like, man, we like drama. We like our drama. And by the way, the guys that don't play well in these playoffs, they just get crushed. They have a bad game, they get crushed on these shows. You talk about extremes. A guy that's really good doesn't play well. I'm guessing today James Harden's going to get chewed up. It's one game. We'll see how they bounce back. Boy, I'll tell you what, they can come back after choking away a 22-point lead with 7 minutes and change left last night. If they come back and win game 2 at Madison Square Garden, that's pretty impressive. Because I don't think New York Knicks will shoot that poorly from three-point land again. In the first 3 quarters, they were awful in that game. Now, got to close, man. Got to close. And the best closer in this game, not even close, is Brunson and what he's been able to do. I mean, it's incredible. Jalen Brunson, 38 points last night, 16 in the fourth quarter. And after the game, they didn't hide. Like, yeah, we're going after James Harden. Whoever he's defending, and he had Jalen Brunson, and James Harden was covering Brunson, and we just said, go to work and choose them up. They go on that 18-1 run after being down 22, get right back in it, tie it, win in overtime. What a game.
I know James Harden's pretty good on offense, but at some point, don't you pull him? I mean, he's such an insanely bad defensive liability.
He turns the ball over.
Yeah, he turns the ball over, but he's like you're basically playing with 4 guys out there on defense.
First of all, they're pressuring him at half court. I mean, as soon as he gets close to half court, they're getting after him. Now, he's still got a nice floater when he does go to the basket. He throws that little floater up there. But he's on the downside of his career. He's definitely not the same guy. Missed a lot of free throws.
Well, I mean, he's been choking games away like that his entire career, but
yes, he has. Yeah, it's not
kind of his deal.
Great. That's not. You're right. But San Antonio and Oklahoma City, another great series. Just going to be fun to watch. OKC's able to come back, and hell, they end up losing on a great show by Wemby. And what a show! What do you have? 41 points. 24
yeah,
rebounds.
But here's the thing with Wemby. You cannot allow him to do what he did in game 1, just catch the ball underneath the basket. And I mean, he doesn't have to jump to dunk. Like, you got to hammer his ass. You got to
if you throw it straight up in the air, though, if you get underneath, he's going to catch the ball over top.
I know, but you got to put a big-ass body on him, and someone's got to hammer him.
He jumps. And I know, listen, OKC's got a 7-footer on their team. Had a pretty damn good year, too. But he just athletically gets up at a different place.
Seems like it's time for a playoff foul, though.
I don't know.
Or 2 or 3.
I know everybody's thinking that, too, that somebody's going to knock him down. Maybe tonight he does.
Well, he needs to prove he can play through it, right? Like, he clearly snapped in the Minnesota series.
Well, he won't throw another elbow.
Well,
he does another elbow.
Worth a try.
And he'll be missing a home game. He does that.
Stupid ass coach leaving Harden in the game and switching everything, which is so frustrating in today's.
No, the
NBA.
coach going to get ripped too.
Well, Barkley was saying it too. Yeah, he didn't call a timeout.
There will be a lot of blame to go around on what happened. There's no question about that. When you blow a 22-point lead, and you've got those kind of players that they have, they got some great players on that team. There is no question. That is. Crazy. By the way, we got a lot of other stuff. We got OTAs day 2 today. Hopefully, Omar's got a little better take on day 2 today, because he did not seem. Let me see. Where'd we start? Somehow we started with the defensive tackle. Kenneth Grant is way overweight. Doesn't look good. right? Then leadership, we have no leaders on the team. Then he goes, well, we don't have enough leaders on the team.
We said H-Chan was overweight too, didn't he?
Said H-Chan looks overweight.
Did he have his scale out with him?
I don't know. I was going to ask you that. Did he take a scale out there and go, come on, Devon, you look a little heavy.
Well, now in fairness, I can watch James Harden play, and I know that he's fat or overweight.
I don't know about fat. Maybe just not.
He's very puffy, bro.
He doesn't look the way. All right, a little bit, but
he's very puffy.
I agree. I do agree. He is, but those guys aren't. Let's not make it sound like those guys are fat.
Hey, he could lose probably 20.
I walk down the street with you. Want to look at some fat guys?
What?
Without, I mean, you want?
What are you talking about?
I bring you to Marysville. You want to see some big people?
Are you an overweight town?
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Is there a gym in your town?
I don't think so.
Why don't you open
There's a lot of
up?
fast food.
That
There's
could
a lot
be
of fast food. There's a lot of fast food restaurants that are doing well.
Yeah, why don't you open up a gym? That could be your thing.
What do you want me to live here full time?
No, I'm just saying, like that could be you'd have a monopoly on the gym business in your
Why don't
town.
you come up with a better idea? Seriously, think about it during the break, next
All
break,
right.
and come on. That's no, I'm not doing that.
Joe's Gym, Average
Joe's
Joe's, you
Gym.
call it, like that movie,
Average Joe.
Dodgeballs.
Hey, you look average. Come on over. Yeah, you ready to start working out? Oh man,
Average
Woody.
Joe's Gym. There you go.
There you are. You know what? You missed your calling.
That's similar to how, like, when they named the station after you. Remember, you were just the Average Joe.
That didn't go over.
That
real
was
well.
a tough era. Yep.
That was. I'm not sure what that was all about. It didn't.
You
work.
approved it.
I didn't approve anything.
I know,
went in to listen.
Relax.
Oh my God. You just make stuff up.
Omar really got to you today.
He did.
Really opened up the floodgates.
By the way, did you think he was going to go Christian Wilkins and our former starting quarterback
Well, yeah, 'cause
today?
he brought up Christian Wilkins while you were gone. That's why you were screaming at me during the break, asking me about all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, man, like, it's not new. It's new for you.
Then we don't have any leadership. All I know is we had like 12 leadership guys last year that sat up there, and by the end of the year, some of them weren't playing. The other thing is some of them weren't playing well. So you just have a bunch of guys going up there and a couple guys. So we need to change practice. And he goes, okay.
I don't want to hear about leadership anymore either.
I really don't.
Very
I'm
frustrating.
Like, and by the way, why are we talking about leadership in day one of OTAs with a team that's average age is like 20? Where does that, like, where does he get creative? Like, let me throw out leadership in day one.
I like the coach's answer. Like, I'm more worried about like him actually going out there and playing than this leadership stuff.
Right. Let me take care of leadership right now.
There you go. Maybe the coach can handle it.
How about that? How about
He could
us
be the
getting
leader
back
of
to
the
the
team.
coach being the leader of the team?
Ah.
There was no question in the old days who the leader of the team was. It wasn't one player. It was not Bob Greasy. It was not Dan Marino. It was not Dwight Stevenson. Not Mark Clayton. Not A.J. Dewey. Not Glenn Blackwood. It was Don Shula every day. It was Don Shula.
Yeah.
He ran through that tunnel first.
That's funny.
He the first guy. Then he got out of the way, but he
Yeah.
wanted to make sure he was going out of there first. Yeah, let's get behind the coach. It's his friggin' team. That was it. Hey, Woody, we got 9 o'clock hour. coming
People
up
are
here.
naming your gym, by the way. And it'll be in Marysville, not Bostown. So I
No.
I
don't put
appreciate
the-
people getting
Don't
creative
put the
with name, but-
Milpitas thing.
Yeah.
Can you give that off until I get back for Bo?
Does Bostown have a gym?
Yeah, I think Bostown's really close to San Jose, so I'm guessing they have a
Okay.
lot of gyms. I think
Gotcha.
he was telling me a lot of people go to San Jose for work in that area.
Mm.
So this town's a little more affordable in prices, so I think a lot of people have moved out there. So I'm guessing they have a gym or two.
All right.
I'll tell you what, we got a lot of Mexican restaurants, and they're really good.
Have you been to Sizzler yet?
No, it's funny you said that. I am taking before I leave, I'm taking my aunts and uncles tomorrow
Really?
to eat.
Nice.
From 90s to 80s in the whole group.
So you'll hit the salad bar, right?
They love the ice cream machine,
Yeah.
the soft ice cream where the old school.
Everyone loves
They
those.
do the half and half, and they sprinkle stuff. But yeah,
Swirl,
they like
yeah.
the salad bar. And oh no, they love that.
Do they have
That thing's
toppings
big
for the ice cream?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, the
Good
Sizzlers
stuff.
is alive and well. I haven't seen one. They used to be back where we are. I haven't seen a Sizzler, so I think they're.
Bring back like a shirt or something. See if they sell any shirts in the front.
I don't think there's too many Sizzlers left.
No,
is there?
there's only a couple. We looked it up last time, remember?
Oh, that we did.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right.
You're right. We did. All right. Hey, Woody, we've got 9 o'clock hour coming up. I want to take a second, though, before we do get to 9 o'clock hour. Tell you about Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage for just a second, man. 30 years in the business helping people get approved quickly and get that money they need, whether it's a reverse mortgage, what might be a first-time home buyer. He put together a program for first-time home buyers with very little money down and great rates to help you out to get that home. You've been in the running for a couple. You've come up short. Let's get you pre-approved and rolling quickly. That's what Michael Kotze does. It's about great service, about getting approved quickly. This man, Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, truly has no life. This guy works. Debt consolidation, need the money, might be in a condo, HOA fees killing you, insurance rates have gone up, paying more than ever. You're upside down, trying to run your life through credit cards, and at 28, 29, 30%, that's not working for you. So let Michael Kotze come in and get you taken care of, man. That's what he does. Go to Google reviews on the web, Choice Mortgage reviews, and find out what they're saying about Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, his experience and ability for debt consolidation to get you going again. And really, that money you could use, he can get it for you quickly. That's Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage. Truly has no life. This man works 7 days a week. You can call or text him 561-441-2730. That's 561-441-2730. Tired of going to banks? Go to Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage. Again, 30 years of experience. MLS 166254. Rates and terms subject to change. Daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender.
today because you don't miss your chance to save on a new Kia. With easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money because you always pay less with your Pricito de Mayo at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or start shopping for your Pricito de Mayo now at doralkia.com. All financing on approved credit. Present any Miami Kia dealers on expired new vehicle advertisement for verification. Other Lithia dealerships do not qualify. The competing offer must be available for immediate purchase at the advertised price. The competitor's vehicle must be...
This report is brought to you by the Casino at Dania Beach. Come rock with Quiet Riot at Stage 954 May 30th. The Casino at Dania Beach has it all. Enjoy new exciting promotions, the hottest slots, great shows, multiple dining options, live poker, and simulcast. Plus, new members can win up to $5,000 in free play. Join the fun at the Casino at Dania Beach.
This is WQAM-FM and HD1 Miramar, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. WQAM-AM Miami, an Odyssey sports station. The home is home of the five-time national champion Miami Hurricanes, the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers, the three-time NBA champion Miami Heat, Miami Hurricanes basketball, and now the new home of the two-time World Series winner Miami Marlins.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the price detour. Lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com. Starting with baseball on the Marlins, who fell to the Braves 8-4. Game 3 of the 4-game series is tonight with the first pitch at 6:40 from Lone Depot Park. You can catch the game right here on WQAM. And the Hurricanes will take on Stanford in the ACC tournament. Their first pitch is at 1 o'clock from Charlotte. In the NBA, the Knicks came back from being down 22 in the fourth quarter to take game 1 from the Cavs, 115-104 in overtime. Game 2 of the Spurs and Thunders tonight at 8:30. And in the NHL, Vegas will be in Colorado for game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. The puck drops at 8 o'clock. Time for your weather report, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. Looking like we might get some sun here today, Joe, about 80 degrees and 10% chance of rain.
I'm going to miss it. I hope they have some of those next week. I like that. 10% chance, 15, 20%. That usually means you're pretty good to get a little outdoor exercise in. So hopefully we'll get that. Hey, Woody, a big congratulations to Messi. See what's going on. I just told you during the break, he's going to have up in New York, I guess actually up in New Jersey, he is going to have a street named after him, Leo Messi Way, to celebrate the legendary forward. So, gesture serves as a permanent reminder of the impact the Inter Miami captain has had on the sport in North America since his high-profile arrival into Major League Soccer. And
This is a permanent
sit.
street?
Yeah.
Not like a World Cup deal?
No.
Okay.
No, they said it's
in New York.
gonna do it, but I'm just wondering if he's getting stuff all over the place. And he's big stuff. And I'm guessing if they could get another Messi to come over here towards the end of his career, they'll take them all, won't they? They take all the I don't know who else is out there that's in their mid-30s and starting to slow down and struggling a little bit in the game over there. We take all those guys over here. Take them all. But Messi's thing is really interesting.
You can do some scouting during the World Cup, all right?
I'm going to be checking for guys that look like they might want to come down here and live and play.
Playing down the street at Miami Stadium. Can't call it Hard Rock Stadium anymore for that.
No.
I told you they're covering up the logos.
I know you told me that. How the hell are they
weird.
going to do that with the Hard Rock thing? I
don't know if they're taking it down or just covering it up.
No, they got to just cover it up.
I really don't know. They had guys on like a, what do you call them things, like a crane or something, working on it. Local news got them.
Wow.
That's all the stadiums are. They all got to cover
Hey,
up
listen,
the
man,
names.
I know you're a little negative about all the prices getting jacked up. I'm glad we got the World Cup coming here. I am.
Okay.
I'm still glad to see it. See how it and I get those guys have been bums and they really have. They've It's been an ugly group.
Who,
that
FIFA?
runs that. Yeah.
No, they're all right. Come on.
Been a little sleazy, a little dirty.
You don't
through the
say.
years. But I'm glad we got it. I'm glad whatever it was that allows us in a lot of different cities in this country to get it and get some games. What do you got? 7 games, Woody? 7? Does that sound right? 7, 8?
I don't
like
know,
that.
Joe. I'm probably not going to any of them, so I really don't know.
I'm not going either, but still fun to watch and good to have that stuff. And a lot of fans will be coming down here to watch some of those games. So, hey, man, I'm all for it before football starts back up and talk
want
about
the
the
tourism
Canes
dollars.
and the
You're big on the
Dolphins.
tourism
Yeah, I'm
dollars.
looking for
Yeah.
tourist dollars. We're
All right.
big. Yeah.
Well, we lost the Super Bowl, so need to recoup some way.
We'll be fine without that. We don't need that. I'm sure if that is the case and we don't get another one, I'm guessing the team would be okay
Mm-hmm.
with the Miami Open and F1 racing. I'm just guessing. What do you think, they're going to get rid of one of them for them?
No.
So they can have a Super Bowl once every 5 to 10 years?
Nashville got one, though. Nashville's a fun place.
Yeah, but didn't they get a new stadium?
They are getting a new stadium.
So everybody gets a new stadium, except I'm dying to see, are they going to give one to Buffalo?
You think Cam Ward's going to have a breakout year? I was looking yesterday at all the breakout
I
candidates.
think he's going to
and
play a lot better, yeah.
He
I
was
think
like
he's got
high on
more
that
around him.
list. Yeah, they got some players around him. You know, he's on that show. He's doing the Netflix show.
He is?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that while you were gone.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I was with him, as I said, at the national championship game, and he signed. People were coming in, found out he was in there. They were walking by. That was a who's who in there, and they wanted Cam Ward, man. They were coming down to see Cam, and he was great with everybody. Even when the game was going on, I don't know how the hell they were getting through the door, but getting inside the suite. But he was great. He was great with everybody. He really is. He's just a class act. I saw him at the wedding for my nephew, and he was great with everybody at the wedding. I mean, he is.
He's a good dude. So season 3 of Quarterback on Netflix is going to have Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield, Cam Ward, and Tua.
What? Did you make the 4th name up, or are you being serious?
Yeah, it's Joe Flacco.
Oh, that's just not Tua's personality to open up like that. Now, it wasn't a shot. It's just not Tua-like.
Omar tells me Nashville has to add 30,000 new hotel beds. So there's another business venture for you, Joe. Build a hotel.
We got plenty of that. I'll tell you what, when they have events down here, they don't go, we're a little short on hotels down here in Dade and Broward County.
How does Nashville not have enough hotels for the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
That makes no sense to me. That is such a tourist place.
Do you remember when Jacksonville had the Super Bowl and they had to bring cruise ships in and put fans on? I'm being dead serious. They said they stayed 4 days on a cruise ship.
Yeah, but Jacksonville's a dump. Nashville's like a tourist spot. People go there. People vacation there.
Well, they don't have enough hotel rooms.
Omar did the count. He had his counting device. He had a scale.
Did he say that any of the hotels looked fat or didn't have enough
Yeah.
experience? Was that a problem?
Maybe too many people hitting those breakfast buffets.
Was he afraid too many of them were going to just get offered the first starting job? Was that a problem with him? Came out, he fat shamed a couple of guys today, running back and a defensive tackle. By the way, I don't know if Achan's ever been overweight.
I wouldn't read too much into that. Someone said it's a recent tourist place. Nashville wasn't a tourist spot 10 or 15 years ago. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, now Omar, Nashville isn't all that. So Omar hates Nashville and Vegas. We got to find somewhere he likes.
Well, Vegas got plenty of hotel rooms. Some of those hotels are big enough. They probably only need like 2 of them there to fill up everybody for the Super Bowl. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Omar's attitude. Did he break up with that girl?
I don't know.
Maybe.
We keep it strictly business while you're gone.
I know we do. We don't get into personal lives here. Try not to. Try to
I
stay
do
away
think
from
things are
that
going
stuff.
fine for him, but
Oh, no.
hey,
he
man,
does
look,
great.
if he thinks the guy's fat, he's got to call it out. Like, that's his job. I don't know what he's basing that on, but, if he thinks the guy looks fat, then I respect him for saying it.
It's just where we're talking about a couple guys, and the first thing he says about your running back and Kenneth Grant and how important it is for him to have a dominant year, and he goes, I don't know, I don't see it. He's heavy. I can tell. I've studied that.
Well,
Study what?
Did he look like James Harden?
Oh, will you stop with James Harden?
James Harden looks like he's been on a
If
month-long
you saw
eating
James
binge.
Harden in person, you know TV puts a little weight on you.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you would know.
God. Woody, before I go to break here, and we're going to hear from Omar. It was just weird today. Omar was, nobody's good enough. We need to bring in like 20 veteran players. Christian Wilkins. I said, do you know if Christian's healthy? I talked to the agent. Okay. Whew. All right. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
If it's going down, you know we on it. If it's going down, you know we on it. WQA.
faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code MONEY to borrow up to
Your maintenance fees would never go up. That's a lie.
Construction along Oakland Park Boulevard East as you approach I-95. That on-ramp remains closed. That's traffic. I'm Elia Escobar on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Time for your stock market report brought to you by Anna John Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Market opens in about 5 minutes from now. The Dow futures up 168 points, NASDAQ up 178, and the S&P up 23. Best of luck to all players there. Joe, back to you.
Hey, Woody, explain to me how a guy, a former NBA player and St. John star, R.J. Lewis Jr., has committed to LSU. How do you go pro and then go back to college? When did that start?
I don't know. This was really weird. The guy apparently signed like a two-way contract. Like he was actually on the teams.
So he actually
I have no
spent
idea,
time, the two-way contract, meaning he was in the G League and then got called up a couple of times.
Yeah, he was on like two different NBA teams, this guy.
And he's still going to be allowed to go back to LSU and play.
Yes. Probably pays him more.
Well, of course.
Right?
Yeah, no, much more. He can make a lot of money. It's just weird.
So in 2025, he won Big East Player of the Year. 2025, he signed a two-way deal with the Jazz after going undrafted. The Jazz traded him to the Celtics. Then he was waived by the Celtics, and now he's going back to LSU.
I don't get it. I mean, this is one of the this is like a guy staying in college 7 or 8 years. Like there's no way. If you get hurt that much, you should run out of eligibility. And by the way, by keeping those guys that are 24, 25 years old, it just absolutely destroys your young guys because they don't want to stay around. So it's just, I don't know. Woody, we talk about football being screwed up.
That's a strange one. I've never. Well, we did see that one. Remember,
Hey, Woody,
I think it was
I can't hear
Alabama
you,
did it.
but, I want to let you know that I ripped my thing out here in my headset. I can't get it on here, but
okay.
I want to let you know that I can't hear you, so it's going to be a one-way conversation. But this thing with college football and college basketball truly is a mess. And I'm not sure that basketball is not as screwed up as football. No, football's more popular. But this whole thing and the Big Ten and SEC ping contests that they have going on back and forth about who's got a better conference and who's got more control, and Big Ten wants 24 and SEC says no, 16's the playoff number. And now you got the ACC coming out and the Big 12 coming out and going, we're with the Big Ten on this, and everybody trying to power up, and SEC says, I don't care because it's about us. We make all the money. And Big Ten says, we make good money too. It's incredible. So what's everybody going to do? Grab their own basketball and football and just do their own thing? It is really, really, really crazy here. right now with this whole thing. So anyway, Wood, besides all that, and I'm sorry I ripped out my ear thing. It's about the 14th time it's gone out. So if you've been talking, I apologize because I truly can't hear you right now. But I want to let you know that we got some problems in college sports. And I am dying to see how it gets better. Because if they don't fix it, the payroll now, what we saw the other day, 25 to 50 million for teams for football. God only knows what it is for basketball for some of these teams. What did we hear? 15 to 20 million for basketball teams, some of them. It's only going up. And you keep getting transfer portal quarterbacks, they're going to get only more expensive, and they know it. And so we got some things to clean up, man. Some things are truly a mess right now. It's too bad. Anyway, hey, listen, we got more stuff to get to. Omar Kelly on his way to practice number 2 of OTAs for the Miami Dolphins is going to join us next, and he's not very happy about too many things with the team right now. Stay with us.
The Joe Rose Show is presented by Loctite Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Loctite Impact, South Florida's top-rated impact windows, doors, and roofing.